smoky clubs to fields of green, her life took a turn, but her rhythm's still the same. Feel the passion burn. On stage she was a queen, now the land's a throne. Every note she sang now echoes in seeds she's sown. Her journey's just begun, a new chapter in her song. Watch her dance with the seasons, right where she belongs. She was a jazz and blues singer, making her way around the world. The journey stopped, but the song did not. So what's going on with you, girl? She started a YouTube channel and learned how to grow veggies, fruits, and bread, and a bunch of chickens in a row. Diva of the stage to diva in the dirt. Same diva, new life, diva in the dirt. Singing sweet melodies now with the earth. From city lights to moonlit nights, she's found her worth. With every seed she plants, a new story grows. From the mic to the soil, a rhythm she knows. Diva in the dirt, watch her thrive and gleam. Same passion, new dreams on the homestead scene.
Well, welcome. Make sure my mic is on. There we go. Thank you all so much for joining me. Let's just go through and thank you for coming in. God's Desire for Me and South Florida Sunshine, my co-host, she will be on her way. And Gear, good evening to you, sir. Good to see you. And of course, the best moderator on YouTube, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much for coming in. And Marty, good to see you. You're up late tonight. Oh, and you already had some hellos and Laura's Garden and more. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out and appreciate that. And I just want to say a big welcome to everyone. And please be sure to click that like. I really do appreciate it if you do that. And I am just going to welcome to the stage Carol from South Florida Sunshine. Here she is. All in pink. I got the memo today. Wear the
Good.
pink.
That's right. It's the pink thing.
But I'm wearing, what are you doing today, Maureen?
I like that one a lot too. Great dirt merch. Get your dirt merch. Hey, everybody.
Get your dirt merch. Oh, and look at who's here. We've got Shawnee Groves.
That's right.
Welcome
Pink
in.
lady.
Oh, there's my mom. Hi, Mumsy. Yes,
Mama
we are
Washington.
live again.
Well, Mama's Washington's here and she just came in. This is, I just got today, a tiny baby red banana. You can see some of the red in it, but the bananas themselves should be about that color when they come out, or even darker color. I think the red DACA.
The skins will be red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. It's supposed to be a dwarf too. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it's a dwarf and it's a red banana, but I'm in a group with the guy who sold it to me, so it better be, or I'm gonna give him a little something.
Okay, so Shawnee Groves, if she has time, I'm hoping she'll come up. I want to know, what does it mean?
Yeah.
Eyes,
flowers.
I see you, and hearts, and then the pink ladies. Mm-hmm. So yes, and you can click, I do have Nightbot running, and so you can do #Diva at any time, and that will bring up your channel for others to find you. And I know there's, we've only got 7 in our chat right now, but there are probably some people that you maybe don't know and you don't follow. And I know there are people that are looking, to help build up their channel. So, and there's some great information and great people to follow. So, people like Love the Land Homestead with Marty, she's one. And of course, Miss Sharon, we'd love to show her some love as well, and of course she is also in the Diva in the Dirt membership, as is Carol. So thank you, ladies. My team is growing little by little by little, which is awesome. And I can't remember, Laura's Garden. I can't remember, where you're at, and if you are looking for people to join you. So, well, Chris, well, hello from Seattle. You are in my time zone, so welcome, welcome. And Miss Renaissance, my Renaissance Grandma, thank you so much for coming in. It's good to see you. I know, and there, I'm always surprised because there's so many people that are like yourself. It's like you're up late. You look fresh. You look like you're in a 7:00 time zone like myself and Chris, of course, but
it's the lipstick and the eyebrows I just threw on.
You just throw on your eyebrows?
Yeah. And I keep my shirt hung up for, my Saturday nights with you. Like, gotta keep it fresh.
Right. Chris,
my little headband. Thank you.
So yeah, Laura says she's in Columbus, Georgia, Zone 8B. So she's
cool.
Way over there with you. And yeah.
On the East Coast.
Yeah, I would like to know for people, if you would put in, what your zone is, and you can put your state or your province, if they're there's 2 Canadians in tonight, so that's awesome. There's 2 of us.
I totally feel you, Crazy Life Homestead. You have a great rest. You want to stop in.
Yeah.
Have a good rest.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you, hon.
Thanks for
There's always the replay. There's always the replay, like Shawnee says, too.
That's true. Absolutely. So Chris, how are you in Zone 8B, but a much different 8B? Okay.
Where is Chris from? Near you?
Yeah, he's in Seattle, Washington.
Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I heard you just say that while I did share you out, but they'll probably see it in 2 days and come watch the replay. Everybody's like, yeah, I got your message, but I got it like after 2 days. I'm like, yeah. I even get YouTube messages after 2 days for some reason. Something about that feed. Hopefully they'll.
I tend to try to go in into YouTube, and our little bell notification, if you click that on, it'll show you. I don't always, because sometimes I don't know if I have a lot that I follow to get an email, but it will show up in the bell notifications.
Yeah,
see
that's mine. Well, the posts though, for some reason I don't see. Like when that doesn't show up in my notifications, like people's posts when they share somebody out or something like that. Yeah, but it shows like if somebody shares me out, I always get confused as to where that is. Like the mentions button or thing.
Well, yeah, you put the @ symbol, and then bring up their channel name, in that comments post, whatever you guys call it.
I mean the mentions, like when you go where that is, like when people mention your channel, I always forget where that is on YouTube to find it, to see if anybody's mentioned me so I can thank them. You know what I'm talking about? Like that one.
I don't think I know how to do that. I think I just go in to the comments, like comments on what do we call it? It's like hard for my brain to think of what.
But that's like when we're commenting.
The community post.
Yeah, that's when
like
we
community.
Yeah, or if we see that come through our feed. But if somebody shares us, there is a thing that says mentions, and you can see it. But I don't know.
Yes.
I always forget where it's at.
I think it's when you go into the comments. Like if you go in the comments, there's a second tab that will be mentions. But it's like you have to have a comment active to be able to find it. Or no, we have something that says comments.
No, it's not under the comments in mine, because I just put you out in my posts and it wasn't. It's just showing me my stuff. It's showing published, scheduled, and archived of my messages.
Right.
If anybody knows in the side chat when we come in where that is.
So Carol, if you go click community.
Community where?
I don't in YouTube Studio.
Oh, I'm not in Studio. Okay. Hold up.
Yes,
totally
and I see your
Studio.
post right there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Aha. Okay, let me go in YouTube Studio. All right, go ahead. Where is it? Community.
So community, and then you'll see comments, and then right beside it, it has mentions. So click on
Yes,
community.
thank you. They had it
There
somewhere
you go.
else before. Oh, maybe
Okay.
you know what it is? It looks different on the phone. That's what it is.
Yes. Yes.
Everything
Well,
is
I
different
think
on the
it
phone.
is. I think it is there. So we got
Yeah,
6A
you got it.
Missouri and 6AB, top part of Southern
Aw.
Missouri. Don't click my link when Miss Sharon posts it. Support another channel. Oh, thank you, Gear. That's very kind of you.
Oh,
So
sweet.
you'll be a replayer here for Saturday nights. Oh, yes. And always remember when you're looking at the chat, go up to where it says live chat, click down the little
Yes.
half triangle and click on live chat. That way you're going to see all the chat. Brampton Gardner, you're up late. My goodness.
Yeah. Our early
Welcome,
bird.
welcome. I'm in Ontario Grow Zone 5B, buried under a meter of snow in the open fields. Woo! Homestead Aquarius, welcome, welcome.
Woohoo! Okay.
Okay,
I
so
gotta
Chris
read it.
says, I guess technically we shifted to 9A, but it's just because our winters aren't that cold, but our springs and summers are not at all -1 to 2 weeks, and that's about it, right? Because yeah, I'm 9B here on Vancouver Island. So
Makes sense. Okay.
people saying hellos, lots of hellos. Oh, Gear, he just showed us. Thank you, Gear.
Thank you, Gear. Yeah, I
Mhm.
totally wasn't in studio. That's why I was having a hard time.
Yeah, and Brampton Gardner, another Canadian. She's
Wow.
5B, Southern Ontario, but she was
Wow.
up. She was planting up a storm this week. She's got videos up, and she uses
Already?
soil blocks. Yes, and
Oh, I
I
want to
think
do that, but I like to
and
direct sew. I like direct
well,
sewing more,
in
but I
all
love soil
honesty,
blocks. I love soil blocks.
yes,
All
but in all honesty, you live in a zone that you should just direct sew,
throw
in
it,
all
yeah, throw it
honesty,
out
right?
there.
Is that not
I
the
agree.
truth?
Yeah.
Is that not the truth?
Yes, this is a truth.
Mhm.
But I did finally get like the grow
Um,
light and everything so I could try, but I wanted to get the block maker. That's awesome.
mhm.
Gotta check that out, Brampton. I'll have to come over and see you making that.
Yeah, yeah, she did. Oh, she's
She
losing
has
her
2.
beauty sleep. Oh, you're taking one for the team. He's like, "I'll be
That's
ugly
right.
tomorrow just so I can say hello to Maureen." Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. A moment of silence for Brampton Gardner right now, please.
A lot of people are getting that. It's crazy down here too. And we're getting it from up there. Keep it to yourself, Canadians. That's what people are saying down in America. They're like, keep that up there. That
Uh-huh.
polar vortex coming through Canada. You guys hold it back.
I appreciate this comment, Brampton, because it's like I'm like, What the F was I thinking? I have to take care of these for 3 months." Because and that was the thing. You went and planted peppers, and I was like, "You know what? Brampton is in a colder zone than me, and if she's planting
Yeah.
peppers, I'm gonna plant peppers," and I pulled peppers out. I didn't plant them, but now I'm thinking,
Wow. Well, when I saw her zone, I was like, oh, well, you still have a wait then. I'm like, and what do you have, like 3 months and you get all that stuff out because, like 3 months of good growing time on that zone? Like how many
Mhm.
months do you get? Like that, I'm not familiar with those, smaller numbers
What
for the
people
growing
do.
zones.
How do you
Yeah, like, well, how do you guys do
function?
it? And like her backyard always looks fantastic with all the flowers and
Oh,
everything.
it's
Like how she
she's
gets,
got an amazing garden. So
yeah.
8A for God's desire for me, North Carolina. Sorry, she was making guacamole. Okay, so if it's ready,
I
could
love,
you bring it out
yeah,
for all of us to
sharing.
enjoy? Gee, Mama grows hard in the garden.
Yay!
Welcome in. Okay, so she only
Yeah.
did hot peppers just to, clear
Oh,
that
okay, okay.
because they take forever, she says. So,
Yeah, they
and
do.
she says we
Got
get
it.
about 5 months of good weather.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So for your
Um,
fall and spring, it's just like squeezed into those 5 months and you've
yeah.
gotta do.
So Rochelle, if you're wanting to, I did send you the link to come on up if you wanted to come up for a bit. You don't have to show your face because it is late in the evening and I don't know what your nighttime beauty regime is. But welcome, Howie. Greetings, Earthlings. CD Saturday. Oh my gosh, I missed it. Howie, I had so much to do, and it was like I wanted to fit that in, but I rented a what did I rent?
No, the log splitter.
A log splitter today, and we were able to get one truckload, and I have 3 truckloads of wood that needs to get done over this weekend. So we were able to get one done so far. It's not stacked. It is just back in my truck because we're going to drive the truck around to the side to load it. And it was called Monkey Puzzle Tree. Anybody heard of that before?
Mm-hmm. No, not me.
Monkey Puzzle Tree. I haven't heard it either, but I guess it's monkey. I'm gonna go get a picture because and this would this one takes 3 years to dry.
Oh,
yeah. And I guess because they call it Monkey Puzzle Tree because it takes an entire it takes a long time. I just need to hide
they're
this.
cool looking.
They're
Brampton says she had one. She's familiar with it. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just get rid of that banner.
They are cool looking. I agree with your dad.
How do I get rid of that now? I
That
want to
is
hide
so
it.
cool
There we
looking.
go. Okay, so this is what they look like. And the weird thing, oh, I'm on the wrong page here. I got to be on this page to scroll through because I would like to kind of get a so it's a puzzle. They call it a puzzle because it's difficult for the monkeys to get through all of those spikes.
I guess so.
What the reason is.
The design is amazing on those spikes.
Isn't it?
Wow, yeah. It's like pop art close up when you look at it.
I don't know if I can make this any bigger here. Can I?
They are funky. I agree. They're pretty funky. They're a work of art, that's for sure.
Yes, very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Monkey Pod is cool too.
Monkey Pod? I don't know what that one is.
Look that one up. I don't. Here, let me go. I'll go for that one. You do.
Okay. Oh, and then here is, well, I don't know if this is part of it. Old and wrinkled, the spark sits at the base of an ancient monkey puzzle tree. That's
Monkey Pod. It's pretty. Okay, hold on. Let me get it. Oop, I'm coming back.
Just a minute. Because look at the it looks like a foot. Like it's. Oh.
Gorgeous. That is.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
And what's this?
I agree with you. That's the Monkey Pod tree. And that flower almost looks kind of like a mimosa's flower, the way that they flower. Really pretty. I agree.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and so the interesting thing is like the wood is really, really firm wood, but there is this. It's almost like a. It looks like one.
Yes, kind of. Yeah.
This is true. But the piece of like it's like so you have the wood, but then it's almost like there is like this outer coating, and it is about this thick around it. So you have the wood. So I don't know what this is. Like it's a weird thick coating on it. It was very, very, very cool. But it is going to take 3 years, so that needs to go on, the bottom of the pile because I won't be able to be
dealing with that. Well, sometimes too you might be able to sell it to somebody else who wants to use it for a project and maybe get a little money and get drier wood for your stuff going on.
Yeah, well, I have 2 truckloads of oak that probably going to take a year. Oh, easy to clone too.
Good to know. Love stuff that's easy to clone.
I don't know where we are in the chat, so I'm probably going to let you.
Oh,
Miss J.K. Gardner. Welcome. Did you just say we're down here? It looks like your ankles after a long day.
When you're doing this. Sorry. Now she wants a mimosa. Not that kind of mimosa, Brampton, but yeah, I don't blame you. I do
Yeah.
not blame you.
Well, I'd love to hear more about CD Saturday, Howie. You can throw it in the chat, or maybe you talked about it on your live. So thank you for placing some guacamole for all of us. I appreciate it.
Yay! I missed that one. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I think I'm trying to catch up to wherever you.
Miss Cheryl came in. Hello.
Oh, hello, Cheryl. Thank you so very much. Welcome. Okay, now I'm catching up to you.
Yeah.
There we are. Now I found you.
We're good.
So
yeah.
That's okay. Awesome. So I do want to know, what are you dreaming of planting this year? What is something new that you're planning to plant, or just something that you go, I love planting X, just like share it in the chat. And good morning, Anne. Thank you so much for coming in. So for me, what am I dreaming of planting this year? I'm dreaming of, I love planting my broccoli. That is one of my favorite things. It's such a easy thing to grow, and it grows for so long, and it's like we just continue to eat broccoli. And then the great big leaves feed my chickens. Like my very first year that I grew broccoli, it was Thanksgiving, and I was just so shocked that here I'm cutting broccoli for our Thanksgiving dinner, and my chickens are all at my feet eating leaves, and it's like I'm picking this for my family to eat, feeding my chickens, and I just went, this is like absolute bliss for me, and it was like, someone needs to take a picture of this. I look so cute picking broccoli for my kids, and chickens are eating broccoli. But one of the things that I'm dreaming of this year is I want to, with my farm stand, I want to be building, nice. I want to be doing something called salsa boxes, where you grow everything in that a person would need to make 20 pints of salsa, or 10 quarts of salsa. So it's nice. Like you'd have 20 pounds of tomatoes, you have the onions, the jalapenos, the onions, or I think I already said that, the celery, or cilantro.
Yeah.
Yes. And garlic. And so I want to, have you eaten, G Mama Grows, have you eaten the lamb's ear? I'm assuming you probably have eaten the lamb's ear.
I didn't know you could eat lamb's ear. I thought it was just really? That does not look appetizing to me. It looks hairy.
It does look hairy, but what people, especially people who are vegetarians, they will use it and put a batter on it and deep fry it, and it's comes out the same kind of texture as fish.
Get out. That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yep. So
I know they do that with jackfruit. They use the jackfruit for a meat substitute too, but I've never heard that with lamb's ear.
Yeah.
Just I can where I can. Yeah, I hear you, Anne. But you're still figuring out your zone. Like I'm still figuring out my backyard since we put up that fence, and finding out how much shade I have is really depressing, and trying to figure out how we're going to get those trees cut back.
Right. How long has your fence been up?
It's been up for like 2 years, but I was carrying, well, no, more. We put it up during like around the time COVID was here, and things were getting, I said,
no, it's
sorry.
You put it up in around the 2020 era.
Yeah, around that time when things were strange, and and we put that up, and then of course, I was still double caregiver, so I didn't notice the light changing in my backyard so much. And then of course the trees were growing in that time too, and it has the two trees, like if you look at from satellite, I don't have any light. When you look at it from like those Google Earth, it looks like I don't get any light on my backyard. So now I'm really getting nervous about growing. But I still put stuff in today. I put in roselle. I put in the roselle. I put in the cranberry hibiscus, and I wanted to see if nasturtiums would still go. I don't know if they will. We'll see. But I love them, so I want to see if they'll It'll still take off.
What would be some other, more heat tolerant type of plants that you could be planting? Like,
Well,
I know that.
the
Mhm.
rosella's heat tolerant, and so is the cranberry hibiscus. And then I have some bulbs that I wanted to put in today, but I was so busy cleaning up. There was just so much
Mm,
to clean up that's
yep.
what I got stuck.
Yeah, I feel
I
the
got a
same as
ton of
you.
weeds, ton of weeds. I
As you
was gonna
walk,
put in taro. I was gonna put in taro today, and I
okay.
couldn't. And that's the one that I told you is like mashed white potatoes.
Yeah.
But it's a hidden crop.
Yeah. So Brampton they used to sell them at garden centers. Is that, are you talking about like the salsa box, as in the plants, or?
Yeah, the planters. Yeah, because she said that up here. She goes, "Oh, I love those kind
Oh,
of planters where
so
they mix
everything is
them."
right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's also another thing I could do is I could
That's what I
actually.
thought you meant. When you
Mm.
said 20 pounds of tomatoes, I was like, "No wonder why the box costs so much. That makes sense." 'Cause
Yeah,
I
there's
was thinking like Brampton, just the planters that they sell where you get the, like, here's the
here's your
peppercorn,
salsa.
here's your cilantro, here's your tomato
Oh, see,
plant,
I
and
could
here's
I
your
could I could also try doing those
yeah,
as well. Here's your planter, and you go and try to grow it, because I'm
that's
not good at
right.
growing onions.
There you
Well,
go.
I was a little bit better at growing onions this year, and my onions are in. They were supposed to go in January, but they went in this
Mhm.
past week.
Oh, there you go. Then they're responsible for the
Oh, so she
onions.
uses lamb's ear in tea and poultice, but I've never tried it in a salad yet. So
I have never tried it to, like, eat it. I had no clue about that one. Thank you guys.
that's another really great pizza
Mhm.
pots. So
Yeah, I've heard that.
tomatoes with basil, oregano, parsley. It's a fun gift idea. That is
Yep.
awesome.
Spaghetti pots too. It's like what I've always heard, spaghetti sauce.
Right. A pizza pot or a spaghetti. So kind of like prickly pear cactus. Who's tried it first? Ah.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah, I tried prickly pear, I think once. I wasn't really a fan, but it might not have been right. Like the pear or the cactus pear. I've tried
Yeah.
one of those. I was like,
Yeah.
not a
Yes,
fan.
that was one of the things I wanted to go and start meeting some people. Dag nabbit. Missed
Oh,
it.
nice. Nice hobby. That's how I
Yeah.
get in person. If I'm chit-chatting, it's really hard to take video if nobody
Yeah.
else
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, Jags. Good to see you.
Hey,
Welcome,
Duncan, I don't know if I
welcome.
saw you earlier.
Oh,
Hi, hon.
there she is. Yes,
Yeah.
welcome.
Hey. And Jags. Hey, Jags. Good to see
Mhm.
you.
Oh, taro leaves are gorgeous. Poor man's elephant ears.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I was thinking about them back near the back of my fence, but we'll see.
Mhm.
But today I
Mhm.
had to merciless I had well, mercilessly cut my one of my plants because it had rust, and that's the only way to get rid of it. It was my
Oh.
Monstera deliciosa. And yeah,
Mm.
so now I've got to spray it with some copper and hope for the best. And
Mhm.
find a spot where it's not going to continue to get rust. I don't or yeah. So we'll see.
So
We'll see.
She's done the same as me. She planted her onion seeds according to the seed time calendar. That if you do go to my page, you will be able to see that I've got an affiliate
Good
link
girl.
that you can
Yeah.
do. Yes, I was supposed to plant mine around, I think, just in the last week of second to last week of January. I could do my onions, and but they went in.
Yeah.
They went in this week. It's all good. It's all good. But I planted a lot and leeks
Mm.
and onions. That's what I did.
Oh, okay. She tried the cactus fries, but they gave her my Renaissance grandma, I'm dealing with that with a certain mushroom coffee. Like I'm dealing with it right now. My stomach is ripped up.
Mhm.
Second, and I even did a weaker cup of it this time.
Uh,
So I feel
uh.
you. That's no fun when you go to try something. And that's the result.
Mhm. Okay, good
Oh, night
night,
night.
Brampton.
Oh,
Have a good sleep.
night, Brampton.
Yeah,
Bye.
everybody will be saying good night.
Bye,
Hey,
you
bye,
sugar.
sugar. Welcome
If I
in.
you, I've been wondering how to say Biloxi the right way. Like the southern way. Is that the right way? Biloxi? I
I
have
think
a
so.
think it's a blueberry and it's called a Biloxi blueberry, but I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
Oh,
Is it?
yes. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for putting in. There's my affiliate link for Seed Time. If you want to grab the free Seed Time calendar, which will help you know when to drop the seeds and when to put them in the garden so that you're not planting
Yes.
your things too soon. Because my peppers,
Thanks, Miss
I think I
Sharon.
can do the peppers in the next. I think it's lettuces right now, and next week I can do peppers. So technically, Brampton, I can do my peppers. My peppers. But
Okay.
I yeah, I was
Yeah.
what's like I used Edo's
Oh,
or Dasheen.
Edos or just Sheen are very similar to the taro. The problem is down here, Brampton, I can't find a place that does them, and they're so similar that I'm like, I'm just doing taro because that's what's available to me. What is the difference with the like size of the leaf and stuff? I'm going to have to look into because
Mm,
even GT Junior and I were looking at the roots and we're like, this looks like an Edo. Is this an Edo or is it a taro? By looking at the root, we couldn't. It was like, I can't tell the difference. It looks the same. Is it
oh,
just the different name for the same thing?
very interesting.
Yeah, sorry. Edos.
Are you gonna go look them up?
I'm gonna bring them up.
Right.
Yeah,
So
they look
Amber's
so similar. It's
she also planted leeks that day too and was going to plant parsley yesterday.
nice.
Didn't because I have no parsley seeds.
Okay,
Oh,
there
my
we
Renaissance
go.
grandma's she's enjoying her mushroom cocoa.
Oh, I
Oh,
wish I can't. I had the
Bayou said
chai.
Bayou said
Oh, I
she
did.
said
Okay.
you're saying it right. I thought it sounded
Okay.
that's what I
Biloxi.
thought it was.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I mean, it's Mississippi. I know it's not New Orleans, but I just wanted to make sure I was doing, the South proud. I
Mm.
don't want to mention it on a video and say it wrong.
Okay, so Howie
Thank
says it was
you.
the CD Saturday. It was different than at the Empress. Some vendors were missing like fruit trees and more.
Mm.
Bob and Verna Duncan. Many were missed as it was costing too much for a booth. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was the complaint this year at ours too, Howie, at
Mm-hmm.
our extension service was how they were regulating the size of the booths and they weren't like
Mm,
it was crazy. Like somehow they were going to have somebody behind somebody else for these nursery owners. And it's like, where are they going to put their plants? Just in that little tiny box?
right,
It,
right.
it's sad. It's sad. But anyway, here's the taro and the Edo. I have not found Edo down here. So I'm probably gonna have to order it. But look how similar they look. So I was wondering, I guess the leaf is what you see where it's really more of a difference. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it's very, very similar. Like looking at the outside of the corm, it looks so similar. When you're looking
Mm,
for, that particular route, see how it looks very they make it look more different, but our Edos down here, our taro looks like the Edo. That's what's confusing, is it like, okay, are we and even, that was the same thing, GT said the same thing, because we were getting them at the, Asian, like, grocery store, and he got some, I got some, totally, he's way in Alaska, I'm in Florida, and we both looked at them and they have the lines on them, and I'm like, "This looks like Edo. Is this Edo or taro?" So, yeah, might just have to order it from somebody who's growing it, and they still might fool me. I don't know. Not
mm.
sure.
So God's desire for me, I'm dreaming of having a successful harvesting tomatoes, peppers, onions. I have new tomatoes to
Mhm.
me, Virginia sweet, and the old Carolina tomatoes.
Nice.
Nice.
I definitely
Nice.
wanted to get some tomatoes in before it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Do
getting
you
there for him.
because of the warm weather, do things grow quicker for you down there, or is it
They
still
do grow quicker, but it's the pestilence that gets really bad too,
Mm,
and then our heat and humidity bring on all the blight and everything that plants
right,
will get, and they just rot. So,
right. So
yeah,
you'd
it's
you'd
more
wanna be throwing in, some parsley, like, if you're doing tomatoes, you wanna throw in some basil and some parsley and something else. I think carrots are another thing, like, even if you just
the
threw in a
carrots
couple
are out of season now
uh,
for here. Like, to put them in together for that time. Like right
yeah,
now, what happens is you guys are putting in your regular tomatoes that'll get luscious and big, we're putting in like the cherry
Oh,
size.
ladies
She
and
made it
gentlemen,
on.
we are going to welcome to the stage Laura from Hedgehog Homestead. Welcome.
Yay!
Woo! Well,
I
Great.
just saw your post. Like I didn't get to look right at it, but on Facebook, like, are you getting a deluge of rain?
we were facing tornado warnings all afternoon, all most of
Wow.
the evening. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you still might see some flashes as I'm sitting here because right now we had hail size about that big earlier,
oh my
Yikes.
goodness.
almost quarter size hail. And so we're interested in seeing our cars in the morning to see if there's any damage. So
Oh no.
and we have flooding in the area all over the place. We're
Mhm.
okay, but we're still really muddy. And
Right.
we had to rescue our pig this afternoon. It's just this morning. It's just been
Oh
crazy.
no. Rescue it. What?
She was just in really deep mud.
Oh,
Deep
okay.
mud. Yeah. And in the middle of a rainstorm, we've had the last 24 hours, we had 5 inches of rain, and now we're getting about 2.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really bad.
Yeah.
So-
Clarksville's
Mhm.
flooding. It's really bad.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I wonder Barry's not here and he's supposedly getting that rain too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really,
he's
really bad.
probably not getting. He may not even have power right now.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if he has power.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he's
So-
probably getting the same front and tornado warnings too, and
It
all
is.
of that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we knew about his before we knew about yours, that he had possible flooding coming his way. And he was talking about it earlier, and then we haven't really heard much from him. So, yeah, prayers for everybody who's in the path of this thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yuck.
Yeah. So Anne says, I wish I could train my chickens to eat the bugs and not the plants. Then I'd let
Right?
them between the veggies. As long as my plants get to a certain size, then I let my ladies go out. And there's just that kind of 3-week span where they cry and I cry because it's like, I want to let you out, but you can't. So Cheryl says, I have never eaten kohlrabi, pak choy, or bok choy.
I've
And are
eaten
these
bok
things that
choy,
Are
but
these
not.
things you want to eat? Like we make Korean soup, so we put a lot of bok choy in that.
I
and
like
then,
bok choy.
Yes, and then also we use another choy for making
Hey, Duncan.
our kimchi, those kinds of
Mhm.
things. So Gear says, send the ham to my vehicle, please. There's a way to get it written off.
Mhm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So, and Marty says, both grow very fast and they're very tasty and mild. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's not they're not super strong in their flavor, and they just add a really
Mm.
nice vegetable to whatever. So Barry is probably
Here in Tennessee,
Robinson's.
bok choy just gets chewed up so bad by the bugs.
Oh,
Really.
doesn't it? Okay.
Mm. Mine gets chewed up by the chickens.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
They go,
I'm sure if I
look
let
at
my chickens in the garden too, they
They go, look at Maureen planted
Yeah.
all of this bok choy for us. I even
Right?
had I'd put a little tunnel over top of it and tried to secure it, but one of them got in there, and it was like there was like 3 of them, and like, look at all this great food for us. Thank you, Maureen. We love it. So
It's
there's
so
days I
good.
go,
Yeah, that and your chard. They're like, "Ooh, chard! Look, she planted
Yeah.
us chard
mhm.
all
Ain't
for
that
us. Thanks,
weird?
mom."
Yeah. So God's desire for me, I had to cover my bok choy.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, can anybody kind of describe what bok choy kind of tastes like? Is it
It is really mild tasting. It kind of has like it's not if it doesn't get watered enough, it gets a little bit bitter. But I love it in soups and stuff like that. Asian cooking.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try it, to to grow a little bit. One thing I've been seeing, and I haven't sat down to go and look at it, but people are, when they're growing their celery, at a certain point, you need to wrap like a piece of cardboard around it, and that's
Cardboard.
supposed to.
Well,
And why?
Well, because the you want that stem area to be more white.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's really green. That's what they say, anyways. And I
Right.
did it. Hi here, Howie. Or it gets bitter.
Right.
Tasting. So you want it a little bit white. So you want to keep the sun off of it. So that's what would make it green.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it does. It tastes like a mild
Yeah.
cabbage. It's good in
Good to see.
sautés, like if you do any kind of sautés or
Yes. I'm just
things
going to
like
show
that.
you
I'm
what it
not.
looks
Hold
like.
on.
Oops, no, I don't want that. Present, share screen. And here is our bok choys. They're very, very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Do full screen here. So I tend to get this one here. So this little Chinese cabbage one. We
Yeah.
do a lot of that one. We also do this one where it's curly, and these are all little.
Yeah.
They can grow a little bit taller. And so here is, they're showing you the difference between a bok choy, and this is a Napa cabbage, the one on the left.
Mhm.
And that's what we actually use for making
Kimchi.
kimchi. Yeah. But we've even used just regular cabbage. But
Mhm.
like, look at this here. Look at this saute. Let me make it bigger
Mhm.
here. And
I find
here.
it really delicious.
Like, look at that. Like, it's just got that little bit of caramelization. There's some red pepper flakes, some sesame seeds, probably got a little bit of a, would be almost like a slight teriyaki sauce that might be,
Yeah, looks good.
done with it,
Right.
and, but yeah, no, bok choy is lovely. These ones on this side over here, these ones are bigger. I've grown all different kinds of choys. And I've even canned them. So here's a bok choy and mushroom stir fry.
That's my
Look at that.
favorite way to eat it. Right
Look
there.
at that. Look at that.
Mhm.
Everybody get a
I
fork.
would.
Everybody
I
get a
know.
fork.
It's really
We'll all
good.
have a little bite of it. Everybody have a taste.
Put a little chicken in there though, just a little chicken or something.
Yeah, sounds a little. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little chicken or shrimps or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Need a
Oh,
little
it's got some
protein.
nice little hot peppers in there too. Oh,
Ooh.
celery loves water. Well, I'm growing celery up the wazoo this year
Oh,
because
nice.
it's spread all over the place. Share this tab instead. Just letting
Like
you
a
see all the different.
mustard gear. He's saying they have beautiful yellow flowers when they bolt. The bees love them, and
Yes.
you get more seeds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So is it like a mustard flower then, since they're in the same family?
I don't know.
I've
Yeah, it
never
does
had
look
one bolt, so
delicious.
Mm-hmm. It does look delicious. Yeah, they're just it's just it's just a yummy thing. So yeah, go get your choice seeds.
Yes.
Go get your choice. And it's sometimes it's spelled CHOY and sometimes it's CHOI.
Yes.
So it is a delicious green. And I guess it is
Mhm.
a little bit in that cabbagey family.
It is. It's a cabbage.
Yeah. So it's in that. So I guess it's in the brassicas, right?
Yeah, it's a brassica. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
why I said, oh, like a mustard flower, because the mustards have those yellow flowers. I just
Mhm.
bought a bunch of cover crop mustard just to help with the nematodes for next year.
Mhm.
Like, I'm going to just keep buying them during the season, so I have a ton of it. And
Yeah.
I'll freak-
There you
I'll
go.
freak out. Yeah,
Mhm.
So
freak
good
out
for-
Aaron.
For your
Oops.
garden
Nope.
to
Yeah.
grow those mustards.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yes. I'm sorry. I was supposed to have
Oops,
that.
that's
on the
okay. We
video.
both got it.
Yeah. So yeah, using your hydroponics, you could have bok choy
Yeah.
all winter long, and
Mhm.
so it's
Yep.
it's very
And
good.
for us down here, I was thinking that for indoors, like indoor growing, to try some of those, like lengthen my season, but the other way, because ours shortens when it gets real hot. I want to see what we can grow inside when it's, when it's Hades outside. I want to see if we can grow something inside. Yeah.
That's great.
Oh,
So
Green mountain lettuce. That sounds good.
Green mountain
I
lettuce.
eat the
Lettuce?
stalk.
I wonder if she meant to put the C
Yes,
in there or not.
I think she meant lettuce. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure.
You eat the stalk. Let me look that one up. Green Mountain. I'm
Ah.
sticking to. I think I'm. Lettuce. I think I'm biting off more than I can chew. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh.
Because it's like, a really good seller, actually a really good seller through the winter is to make salad bags of, and so then it's like, okay, well then, because I love growing the Tom Thumb and romaine. I just love growing romaine because it just keeps going. I plant some in pots and then the romaine, and then I plant a row of romaine in between my tomatoes in the tiered garden.
Yeah.
So I've got tomatoes there, and I put a row of lettuce, and then I've got the next tier down. I've got another set of tomatoes of the determinant tomatoes. So they're right in the shade.
Really well with tomatoes too. I did that last year too, and it was great. I just loved it. So.
And so then it's like that's my favorite thing to grow. And she said it's CEL or CEL.
Oh, okay.
DUCE. Yeah, because I wasn't getting something.
Never heard of that. Okay.
Green Mountain Cletus. Cletus.
It sounds like something like somebody tripped when they were trying to say it and they just wrote it down. They wrote it down anyway. Or they were dying and they're like, just name it Green Mountain
Lettuce. Okay, so here is what it looks like. This is Green Mountain Cletus from Baker Seat Creeds. Yeah, it's a very interesting looking lettuce. I wonder what it tastes like. Let me try up here. So these ones, it looks like they've done the cut and come again. But I guess you eat this stalk. Okay, we'll see you in about 5 minutes there, Howie. Okay, here, let's look at this one. So this one is, share this tab instead. Look at this.
Oh, that looks yummy.
What the heck is that? That looks like it looks like melon to me. That's very cool.
Yeah, it does look like melon. That is wild looking.
Yeah. So it's
what's it supposed to taste like?
Let's do this one. See what it says here.
That's wild looking.
So this one
looks Jurassic.
This massive lettuce grows for its large swollen stem, is popular in southwest China. A fall planted variety, Green Mountain Cletus, produces jumbo stems that remain crunchy, tender, and juicy as they mature. Days to germination, 7 to 12. Days to maturity, 60 days. That's really
that's a good maturity rate too. That's quick. That would be really good. I
like mine coleslaw too, Miss Sharon. But I'll eat it cooked too.
Wow,
I make a lot of coleslaw.
The winter sowing is almost over. Gardening Warrior, they did that. GT did, and so did Mike's. They had the winter sowing challenge. It's still going, but a lot of people are preparing for spring.
Yeah. But some people can still be planting because it's like they're getting under snow.
Yeah, they have a longer winter. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm down here. I'll just shut up. I'm down here in 80-degree weather. I'll be quiet. Sorry, kid. Sorry.
We're 60 degrees right now. It's crazy.
It was 80 today. I'm like, no, you are too soon. Go back.
We're 60, and then we're probably going to have snow in the morning.
That's so crazy.
We got rain today.
Yeah.
So which I'm super happy about.
Yeah, they just eat the stalk in that salad. It's wild.
And it stays crisp.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna
wild.
find out what mine is. So I was 40 or 42 today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, you're still in. I forget how you're so far up there, and I forget because she was a native, pretty much Floridian. So I forget
mhm,
sometimes that you're way up there in the snow apocalypse
mhm.
area.
Mhm. I'm
Yeah,
Oh,
right, Miss Sharon?
yeah,
I know.
yeah. See, that's the thing. It's
It's,
Yeah.
like,
and we don't, you're getting the extremes, and so is Laura, and then you're getting them too because your zone is up in snowpocalypse.
why is it so cold for you, gardening worry? Like, I see your house just across the water. What are you talking about? And it's 40
Hi.
degrees here. So,
Right?
oh, hello there, Serena. Nice to
My
see
sister has
you.
snow in Portland, Oregon too. So
Mm.
I'm
So,
sorry you're
and
not feeling
Miss
well. Feel better.
J.K. Gardner, yes, we're sorry you don't feel
yeah,
very good. I love growing in hydroponics. First time growing in this winter was a new experience. Love the different types of lettuce and my arugula. My tiny Tim tomatoes are not growing well. So,
Yeah, I've had issues with them, but then try for next year, get an Everglades tomato. Oh, never mind. Don't do that. Forget it. Forget I said that. The tomato is the same size, but the thing becomes a humongous bush. Never mind. I take that back. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Rewind.
Mm,
Just the tomato's the same size. Nope.
uh-huh. My mom is already starting seeds in Chiefland, so not cool.
Yep.
Oh,
Totally
God's desire for me. It will be 68 tomorrow, and then later this week we'll be getting down to 18. Ah!
yeah.
So
Wow.
people sending their well wishes to Serena.
Yeah,
It's
get
because
well.
I'm over there stealing the warm weather. Why am I being blamed? I'm blamed if you guys get snow, and I'm blamed if you get cold. Make up your minds. There's some advice for Serena. Yeah, it was teasing us with a light snow for a few days, but that's all gone now. Had a little sun yesterday. Oh, yeah. And my daughter is heading to Mexico not
Nice
this
for
week.
her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to the rugby sevens in Vancouver for the 3 days. And her and her girlfriend, they love to get decked out because you can wear costumes. And so they make a plan
Fun.
to do costumes each day. One of them this year, they are going to go as the pink ladies from Greece.
Cute.
And they also went and bought I think it was from another time. They have full on sequin gowns that they'll wear.
Wow.
Wow.
And then one of them they'll go as
Grace.
comfy comfy clothes or whatever. So Marissa has this, it's a blanket coat that you put it on and then you snap it up, and they'll go in their slippers and whether they'll wear a headdress, like, to go, and we're getting ready, snuggly clothes and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
and then from there, and they did this last year. So then from there, they fly to Mexico for a few days. Like her girlfriend can only go for a few days. She's got a young son and a husband, and she's in the middle of moving home, and she's got like back-to-back trips. She's a travel agent, similar to what Marissa used to do. And so she's just like super busy, but I'm just like, why are you going to Mexico without me? And I just said, nobody will be around to supervise me. And I don't know that I should be unsupervised for, 10 days. That's not a good thing.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. No. Need to get you a mom sitter.
All the chickens will be in the house if mom's left alone.
Yes. Possibly. Can you imagine? She comes home and Maureen's got all the chickens around her bed in little boxes.
I feel lonely. What can you say?
Yeah, I'm trying Cleo with a diaper, and she just will have none of it. And it's like, as soon as I put it on her, she just like, I don't know what this is. And she starts backing up and then just flops down, and she just stays. I can't move. There's something attached to my bum. I can't move.
Oh my gosh.
can't-
Like you
and I
see
go-
those cats in sweaters that just, and the little
Yeah.
small dogs that just fall over.
They
It
go, I
like
don't know what to do with
paralyzes
this.
them.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
stand her up and I even like, here, let's get your legs walking. See, it's just normal. And so then I let her go. And then she's like, oh no, back. Ugh. I'm stuck here. I can't move, Maureen. I don't know what to do. So anyway, it's I would have to go buy more diapers if they were all going to be in the house with me, because that's a lot of poop.
Diapers.
That's a lot of poop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
for
one
sure.
it's one thing to have one, and she's actually pretty good with Cleo, because she's in a box. She looks at this as it's a nesting box, and when they are broody, they don't poop, and so I think she holds it. And so, because I can take her and put her at the door and she'll walk out and she'll do her business. And then the other night she actually walked out, ate a little bit of snow, did her business. And then she turned around. She said, yeah, it's too cold. I'm coming back in now. I'm ready to go back to bed. I've
House chicken. Just a house chicken now. That's it.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh
My
no.
in the bad weather,
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I can't seem to get her to be okay with the diaper, and I did, because I think right now, and I don't know if I might do a video of it, but I'm not sure. She does have a bit of pendulum crop because she was so sedentary, right? But what she ended up getting was what is called doughy crop. So it's a doughy crop and sour crop. So it's like when you're feeling the crop, it feels like there's dough inside. And I feel like I'm on, I think it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we're on day 5, and I seem to be dealing with the doughy crop because she's not eating enough. And so the doughy crop is starting to it's disintegrating and it's almost gone. So it's like a few more days of her treatments. And I'm thinking, I should probably do a video of this because it's quite fascinating, giving her 2 different concoctions, and it's actually, kicking this thing out. But she loves going outside. Like, she's just feather and bone. Like, there's just no meat on her because she's hardly been eating. But today it was like she was out digging, looking for worms and doing her happy cluck. She was like, I'm so happy I'm outside. I'm digging like a chicken. And then I bring her back in, then, because she's not ready to be with, she wouldn't be able to protect herself from the other ladies. So yeah. Maureen in the house chickens. Yes.
House chicken.
Yeah.
House chicken.
Yeah.
I
Because
totally would do that.
She's been here since the beginning of January. Yeah. So we're at a month and a half now.
I would love a little silky house chicken. Like, you see that one lady who like washes her silky chicken and it's a house chicken. And I'm like,
yeah,
I want that. But Darren would not let me have it.
I have 8 chickens in the house right now.
8?
8, but they're
because of the storm.
They're babies.
Okay. Right over my head. I was like, what?
What are you doing with 8 chickens?
8 little fluffy little.
Oh, I love chicken babies. That's my favorite.
No,
they're all my favorite, but I love when we get chicken babies.
I got.
Yes. Serena, I know that, hold on, she's calling the biofilm again. I know that because we use it for nematodes, and the nematodes cannot reproduce in the roots because there's a chemical that mustard gives off into the soil that they will not go and reproduce. And you just let them, you basically cut the tops off of the mustard and you let the roots just stay in that soil where the nematodes are. And it's the same effect on squash bugs. If you have the larva in the soil, it helps kill them off. Yep. It's a great tip. Great tip.
So what did you get?
Laura? What did you get? Sorry, Laura.
I got Brahmas.
Brahmas.
Because I had very little choice because it was freezing the day that they came to Rural King, which was yesterday. So I got chickens for Valentine's Day, and I got muck boots.
Oh, nice.
So
You're
I
the
got-
envy of
nice.
all the women.
I know.
Wow, you got chickens and muck boots for Valentine's. Your husband really loves you.
Mhm.
It's a good
He
thing before the
understands,
storm came too, I tell you.
right?
No kidding.
Understand. He understood the assignment and he fulfilled.
Yes.
And
A
you know
plus.
what? We waited an hour and a half for those chickens because they came in and they were so cold that they made us wait an hour and a half, which is good, you know.
Yes.
They
Right.
just wanted the best for them. And then because there was so many people waiting in line
Oh.
for chickens,
Yes, there's some
Oh,
there's some
oh,
Brahmas. There's even
cool.
I have the white and black though.
the
the
white.
light.
Yeah, they had. Hold on, let me see if they have it on here. That something like that. White and black.
No, they're more white than.
They're more white than that. They had a couple different ones when I opened the.
There
They're
we
all
go.
white with the
That's our
black.
girls.
Very pretty. Oh,
Mhm.
I love the little feathers on their feet too. Like
Mhm.
they've got little shoes on.
And they have those right now, but they're all like they're
Cute.
they're all like Easter chicks right now. They're all like yellow, you know, with
Mhm.
and then they have the little yellow feathers on their
They
feet.
do.
Oh, so that because when you look at them, they look like my Colombian rocks, but then my Colombian rocks, of
Mhm.
course, don't have feathers on their feet. So
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
very interesting that it's
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, I'm
So
getting
Miss Sharon's
chicken
getting
envy.
3 golden comets this Thursday and 3 buff Orpingtons.
Nice.
The next
Yeah.
Thursday, I hope I can keep them alive until they can go outside. Are they? I'm assuming you're getting them at Little Babies. So I've
Mhm.
been told not to wash my chicken before I stick them in the roaster.
Yes.
Oh wait, you said rooster, not roaster.
Oh my goodness. What are the little ones? Brahmas? Not Brahmas. What are the little
Bantams.
bantams? I think DTG has them because somebody was saying about the
The
bantam
bantam is just a
roosters.
small chicken. It's just kind of
Yeah.
because they come in all kinds of different,
Mhm.
you know,
There's one
kinds of
guy who's
bantams.
he's got a channel. I think he's got a YouTube channel, and he has the little teeny tiny ones that don't get.
That's
Yeah, and he'll just like it's like in his hands he'll have like 20 little chickens, and they'll be running
Aw.
across his bed, and then he'll have them following him around the house and
Mhm.
little tiny.
Yeah, I would love that. But then our dog would attack one of them because she's
Oh,
that way. She's a birder and a ratter. So yeah.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, 60 kilometer
Yikes.
60 miles per hour winds.
Mhm.
Jeez.
That's pretty
That's
scary.
good too.
I hope the
Oh.
horses are right. They don't like
Mm-hmm.
winds like that.
Tornado kind of passed our way. I don't think a tornado touched down here, but now we're worried about winds like that right now.
Right. Right. The gusts.
So it's like I can't. I'm like supposed to be sleeping, but
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
you're up late, but then I know why. I mean, yeah, the storm, I would be too.
well, and then last night it rained so hard it kept me up last night too. So
Wow.
Yeah, and you have animals, so it's kind of like I'm sure there's a
I'm
little
thinking about them all the time.
ear to
Yeah.
them, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are these that you're hatching them yourself from your own chickens, Anne? Is that what's going on there?
yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, I was done.
Oh, okay.
Do, 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 do.
Finding the money.
I don't know what BB Reds are. What are those?
I don't know what those are either.
BB.
BB Reds.
Mm-hmm. I just go to Bard, and it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, that would be Barred Rock, but maybe it is. It just ended up being BB.
Yeah, her Chihuahuan cat would enjoy a dinner of chicken.
Yeah, that's exactly. I don't have a cat
They're-
though, but yes.
Tiny but mighty.
Yes, tiny but mighty. They're so cute. I would love
Mhm.
them. What were they called again, Laura? Brahma? What
Brahmas.
was it? Brahmas. They're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really pretty rooster too.
Yeah, and they're docile.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I wanted them. I've noticed that for people who have them that they're like a docile breed.
Bantams.
Bantam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So-
The Brahma's
So
another
Miss
one.
Anne says, my
Bantam.
cats and chickens are in the same place, so when the hens try to sit on the eggs, the cats move them off and sit on it.
That's funny, Anne. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen your cat
Wow.
now.
Oh no, I found like a sale page by accident looking up the bantams. Oh no.
You found a for sale is
Yes,
what you're saying.
hold on, I'll bring it. Yes, a for sale page by accident. It's not like
Mm.
just pictures of chickens, it's like pictures of chickens that you could purchase.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
I don't need to find that when I'm not allowed to purchase.
Oops,
It makes me
didn't want
want
to
them
do that.
more. And oh, that
Hide
one is
this one.
beautiful. Look at this blue silky.
You know the nice thing
Hello.
about Silkies is that if you need a broody
So
chicken,
pretty.
it'll
Yes,
sit on other chickens.
that's the only thing I'm concerned
Other
about if I
chickens'
get
eggs, I should
silkies.
say.
I've heard that they get broody and they'll hatch anything for you. Oh, they're hatching on my daughter's birthday. The painted
Mm.
silky. Oh, how pretty. Look at all these beautiful
Mm-hmm.
chickens.
Mm.
Look at Splash. Hello, Splash. You're a sexy little chicken.
Oh.
Look at you. Ooh, look at that hair.
Those are good prices too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know where this is. It was the area code 417. I guess, of course, they ship. It says hatching and shipping. So,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
hello. Yeah,
I know that is
I
a
could
good
do
price.
dangerous things here. Like silky bantams. Yeah, these are all their bantams. That's why I brought it up. Wow, I had no clue.
Oh, look at that buff choking.
Uh-huh. The
Cochin.
color's gorgeous. Mm.
Actually, I
Wow.
need to get more chickens, so maybe I'll go check that site out later.
Yeah, it's called the Cackle Hatchery for
Yep.
those of you who are on a phone. The
And I
Cackle
think
Hatchery.
they're closer to us actually.
Oh, this is so
Because they come up a
pretty.
lot when I'm
Love that.
Laura,
I love the
do
color.
you do meat birds as well?
Yes. I actually
Yeah.
have 60 meat birds coming this year.
What's your guys-
Ooh, nice.
I forget which ones you raise for meat birds, Laura. Which ones are those?
I do the jumbo Cornish cross.
Okay. The Cornish cross. I couldn't remember the name.
How big do they get?
Well, it depends on how long you let them live.
Right.
Our
Right.
last batch, we did them right at 8 weeks, and they were
Okay.
almost 7 pounds. But if you let them go to like 10 weeks, they'll be like 8, 9 pounds. So you have to really watch that. But that's the one thing I like about the jumbo is that they usually at 8 weeks they are for sure really ready, so.
Yeah, 8 weeks. That's great though. 8 weeks. Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that I learned how to dress, they were, hey, broke cowgirl, homestead,
Hey,
good to
Brooke.
see you. Haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Theirs kind of clock in at 8 to 10, some
Mhm.
probably 11 pounds, and like a 10-pound chicken, the fresh chicken, that will feed you for days. It's not
Mhm.
just a one and done. It's like,
Yeah.
we'll get like 4 meals out of that chicken because it's so big and so delicious.
That's how big
Absolutely.
we like to raise ours. But if we're raising them for other people, most people don't like them that big.
They're
So,
just dumb.
Yes, they just don't know like
Mhm.
how
Mind
good
you-
it is.
Mind you, the price goes up from there.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Then you go, because I was paying, I think she does $5.50 a pound. So for a 10-pound chicken, I'm at $55.
Mhm.
So
I just followed Miss Sharon's link and I'm dying. I want it. I want it. Give me it.
Oh yeah,
oh
they're
my
cute.
goodness!
Mhm.
It's so beautiful. Look at it.
Oh my goodness!
You should. So when I was at the yesterday, they had the little bantams. I'm like, they are so cute. I would love to get them, but they laid little tiny eggs. My husband will look at me and go, no, not for this big man.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the same thing with quail. Like,
Although
yes,
if you have a
too.
small space,
Right.
bantams are great.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do have a small
Oh,
space,
he's
but I'm not supposed to
so
have any of
cute.
them. Adorable.
So that's where I
here's
Murray,
the male, female. Okay.
Murray McMurray is where I get most of my chickens from.
Yeah, I've heard they're the place. A lot of
Mhm.
homesteaders enjoy them. Oh my, the beavers! Look at
Just-
the little stripes.
Yep.
I need some. It's not fair. I need to move just so I can have chickens. And do you know any people who have just moved because of chickens, like chicken laws?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do know one. I said it right on the panel with Laura.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you had yours
Pomeranian.
anyway.
Pomeranian will sit and watch baby chicks and cry. Yeah, actually, my
Mhm.
daughter's dog, Bela, she's a English bulldog with German Shepherd in her. And when I would say chicken babies, she would just like, oh, because she knew that word. And when we bring them home, she just would, I have them in their brooder. It's a big,
Mhm.
big tote. And she would just look over the top of it,
Right.
not swallowing because she's just and if she heard them cry, I have to come and look after the babies. The babies are crying. I don't know why. And all my chickens, they because they grew up with her, they weren't afraid of her. Like
Mm-hmm.
they didn't, they didn't like. It's not like, hey, let's cuddle up with you. We love you.
Right.
But it was like they didn't react. But anybody else's dog that came in, they would all like, we don't know what it is, But but Bela was part of the pack or part of the
Mhm.
whatever they're called. They're not the pack. What are we called when you're chickens?
Flock.
She's part
Yeah.
of the flock.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, even with Cleo, is that as soon as I walk into the room, she does her low cluck of so happy to see me. And then she has been purring. It's like I've seen people show chickens that purr, but tonight when I was giving her treatment, I'm holding her and she's actually going purr, purr. So I do it and she go purr. We go back and forth purr, purr. And she hates the treatment.
Right. But she
But,
loves the love. She loves
it's like,
love.
and also because I'm massaging her crop, and because it's like it's a lemon based. One of the treatments is a lemon juice based. So she gets little burps in there. So I'll be massaging the crop, and up come the burps, and so I think she just loves all this like love and attention, and
Yeah.
Spa treatments.
yes, exactly. So I
Spa
have tomatoes and peppers. I planted a few more and that aren't around. Wow, that's amazing.
That's cool.
Baroque, are you getting any of this cold weather that's going to come down? Like, are you that far up in Texas that it might hit?
Yeah, that was one of my questions, but I know some people have been already telling us about how bad their weather was. But I do want to know, have you dropped some seeds today?
Not today, but I have dropped seeds.
I dropped seeds.
Well, just recently.
Yeah.
I have lettuce, romaine, peppers. I just did peppers.
And what's your grow zone?
7B. Peppers take so long to start that you got to start them early.
Okay.
And in March I start all my tomatoes, but I've got broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and celery.
Wow.
So
My celery grows all year round. So
yeah, mine would too.
I transplanted a whole bunch of it, and then I also potted a bunch because I'll sell it in the spring at my farm stand for people to purchase, and that so
they're so cute. Even Anne's saying that. I didn't know you hatched them out. That's really cool.
That's so cool.
Girl.
I just bought a hatcher.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Incubator. Oh, he was vicious. Yeah, they all do have their own little personalities.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that. Even with Maureen's chickens, I've noticed that they all have.
They all do.
What's that one? Black Betty.
Yeah, Black Betty. Again, it was like
part of the dark forces.
Exactly. And we called her that because she was mean even as a baby chick. That's why we gave her the name Betty, but it was like, let's call her Black Betty because she's mean. But today when I was baking bread, I thought, okay, Cleo, you can come out. And so she's out. And I thought I'll let the babies and Mrs. Howiggins and Lulu, because Lulu she's another just, I like everybody bird. And but it was like Black Betty and Gracie May. It was like, no, I don't trust you two. You two can go and try, you might try to attack Cleo. So, it was like I opened up the gate and it's like, yeah, you, no, you, no, you, no, you. You have to stay because you two are not nice chickens.
Naughty chickens. You need one place just for the naughty chickens, and put like a sign on it. The naughty chickens.
These are the mean girls.
Mean girls. This is
I
the
should
mean
put
girl club.
little signs on them. I'm a mean chicken.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so I've only done onions and leeks. I did bring my lettuce and my peppers in.
Oh, I do have onions. I'm sorry too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait! I just saw. Wait! We had people.
And when
LGG is here.
Oh, L Triple G, welcome.
Good to see you. And also, almost homesteading with Janet. Hey, girl, what's up?
Oh my goodness!
It's
like old home week. There's so many faces that we haven't seen for such a long time. I didn't say anything bad, chicken. No, they listened to me. I'm the queen hen. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I cannot read that. Ducal?
He is a ducal.
You guys are throwing out the words tonight. Come on, go easy. Go easy. I got a stomach ache, so my brain is not thinking quite right already.
Oh, that's awesome, Janet. What have you dropped?
I just can't wait. I hope the Roselles come up. They were sprouting right away when I was checking their viability.
Wow.
So yeah, they were the first ones. I got them from Food Forest Dan up in Central Florida. Everybody, he's the Jamaican accent.
Oh,
he's a really cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like an urban homesteader too. I don't know if he has chickens though, because he looks like he's in a HOA like me, but just with more backyard. A bigger backyard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Would love to hatch eggs. See, I could do that for school, but then I need to have a place where they're going in case somebody comes by.
Mm-hmm.
And
you just put them in the box and you go, oh, they were leaving today.
Yes, they were going to.
I was just babysitting them.
Mm-hmm. I do know somebody, but I don't know if they're keeping chickens anymore. They used to.
Mm-hmm. So she's got potatoes for planting from Sam's Club Monday and just opened a sack today. When I pulled out 3 bags out, 2 of them had with 6-inch chits. Wow, I'm going to have to cut back to 1 inch.
Yeah, I have some that are chitted too. I don't know.
My tomatoes and peppers and cool weather spring veggies, moringa, jicama, roselle are all up. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Came up. Amazing.
I gotta get my basil out. Thank you for the reminders on the basil tonight. Thank you guys.
The only thing I started from seed are the onions. Sweet candy onions are coming up, but they're the only ones. Awesome. I ended up doing Walla Walla and another one, but I want storage onions. So I have to go back out and get storage onion seeds. Dag nabbit.
Storage onion seeds, I've noticed, are really expensive.
Oh.
Or left if you get the starts.
I just need one of these ladies to live near me down here, please. Just live near me and help me get out there.
You planted out your onions already. Wow. What state and grow zone are you in?
Yeah. I think Baroque is Texas. Are you Texas, Baroque? I'm not positive, but I think Texas.
Roller derby.
But they have different zones like we
Mhm.
do.
That's good.
Oops, using foul language. Cute.
Very
Yeah,
cute.
she said Texas.
Okay. Okay. So that's why. Because it's like, what?
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
I
Oh, he
would
does
be next
count.
month,
Okay.
though.
No.
Late next month, but
God's Desire for Me. What's his channel name though? Is it Dan Food Forest? Or I forget what his channel name is. My brain is like not letting me grab it. That's
They
where I
have
got my Roselle seeds from.
small potatoes on the sprouts. That's amazing.
Wow.
So they can take anywhere between 7 and 14 days. 1 to 2 weeks approximately
Mhm.
for them to come up, just depending. And
And
now
if they're old, they'll take longer. And if they sometimes they won't even come up if they're old, more than a year.
I took a huge chance, and because I've got like the 6 cells, I
Mhm.
probably planted like upwards to 15 in each the little cells.
Mhm.
Cool.
You can separate them nice.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Onions are really good about that.
Yeah, like to separate them out. So because I just thought I want a whole bunch of them, because if I'm doing these salsa boxes or pizza boxes or whatever I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
So, oh yeah, that's because I think Janet, you'd heard me talk about doing a salsa box. Well, earlier tonight we were talking about where you actually make a planter of all those things. So you'd have a tomato plant, a couple of onions, the herbs that would go, like if you were doing salsa or if you were doing something like a spaghetti, like a tomato sauce or
Yeah.
pizza sauce box,
Pizza
but you'd
sauce.
make a little planter, and
Yeah.
they could take them.
Little cilantro, a little tomato, a little onion.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome, Janet, that you've gotten all of those.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's great,
When I
Janet.
listen to all this, I feel like, oh, Maureen, you're so behind. So I feel like, okay, thanks everybody for coming. I have to go because I need to go plant.
Right? Me.
Mhm.
That's the only thing I do not like about seed time is it shows me all the stuff I missed. Like, can we just start with today seed time? Please don't show me those other days. Don't.
Has
I
me sweating.
know. Didn't get there. Herbs, onions, peppers growing indoors.
Oh yeah, Dan's Food Forest.
Thank you. It is Dan's Food Forest. Okay.
So lots of people saying
Dan's
hello.
Food Forest.
And
I
then
think I'm going to step down now. 'cause I'm
Okay.
getting sleepy.
Yeah. I thought you were too. I was like,
I'm like,
well, I hope you guys stay safe.
yeah. Love you guys.
And love you too.
Love
Have
you
a good
too.
night's rest.
Good night and all the best. And we pray for protection over
Yeah.
the area.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Yeah, I'm also wanting to buy onion sets as well. People say, well, they're 2-year-old onions and they don't grow an onion, but I did sets last year in my garden away from home, and I got a red onion that was as big as
Good size.
and it was like they were fabulous, and it was like I want to do that.
Right.
So
Right.
I do want to do the by the seed because, and this year, the potting soil that I'm using is seed starting soil. So it's very loose. It's not compact. And I think that was a problem that I had when starting onions before. So.
Oh, that it wasn't loose enough so it could spread.
Passamaquoddy, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. People saying good night. LG, what are you saying? Onion, tangerine, lemon, avocado, mango, squash, okra, sorrel, melon, leeks, collards, kale, sorrel, red and white potatoes. Put them in a box. Potato chips with roots. Put in water. 5 types of tomatoes. 7B. You answered
Wow. Yeah, because that was what I was going to ask that too. Wow. So your avocado is still doing good? It looks great when I saw it in that video for your indoor growing. It looked like it was doing great. It's funny, I have not tried to do that. I tried once and I was like, this is not working for me. Why can everybody get an avocado seed to sprout and it just doesn't want to sprout in my kitchen? Is it my air conditioning? Like, what's the deal?
Mm.
So I'm like, I can buy an avocado tree. Why am I bothering? And I have a multitude of them down here in the nurseries. Like, I have multitude different types.
You could have the ones that are almost ready to fruit, rather
Yes,
than because it's
exactly.
like
Then
any of us that are starting from seed, it's like you got about 20 years on that before it's going to give you anything.
you got quite a while. Plus, you don't know if it's true to seed. You don't know if it's like a hybrid. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get a tree.
Yeah,
I'll
see,
get a tree.
yeah. So then,
I'm gonna cheat,
good night,
but
good
it's
night.
not.
Oh, broke
There
cowgirls
we go.
getting oops.
There we
New
go. Okay.
puppy, mini
Aw.
dachshund. You're getting a mini dachshund. Onion
There's
sets do
Aurora.
grow very well. That's what
Yeah,
I
it might
thought.
be the zone because he's in a different zone. Who said that? He's in a totally different, like
I know, yeah, I know.
cold.
I know John says you can't
Yeah,
get onions from onion sets, and
yeah,
I've
and
seen other.
he's way up there. So maybe it doesn't work necessarily for him, and yeah, just meant for everyone, and he didn't realize other zones. Yeah, it works in other zones. Fine.
Mm, they're
Oh,
loving
you have.
little dogs. Loving little dogs
I love little dogs. Yes, they are loving little dogs and cute.
and
The only
smart.
thing is, if you have stairs, you have to be careful with their little backs because of that little long body. They can get problems with their backs.
Mm,
That's awesome. L triple G, 3 avocado trees. That's
I
awesome.
know, it's amazing. It's the fun of growing in in zone 7B. Well, the thing is that all the things you're saying that you grow, and it's like I'm in 9B. Well, I should be able to grow all those things that you talk about.
Okay, it's not just me. Thank you, Anne. Okay. She did
Mhm.
like 10 and 7 of them didn't even root. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for that because yeah, I was like,
So
I'm in the tropics and I can't even get an avocado seed to root.
yeah, so for me, I've tried it over the years here and there, not understanding the principle, but where I get mine, where they actually get to sprout is ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the
Yay!
stage, Shawnee Grows.
Hello.
Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good
Look
evening.
how pretty with
So,
the
so
flowers.
what I did with
Yeah.
mine is my avocados is I throw them in my
Mhm.
compost bin. And
Yes,
then when
love
we
that.
and so then they're all in the soil, and then it's like, and I wasn't expecting it. I just thought, they'll break down. And when I see them,
Right.
they haven't disintegrated, I throw them back in on the top. And then there was
Right.
this one day, there was one split, and it had stuff growing out of it. And I went, so that's how I grow it. I grow it in the compost bin.
Yeah.
And then I
Yep.
put it into some soil and forgot about it. And then what happened next? I don't know. I don't remember why I might have forgotten bringing it in the winter, then forgot
Mhm.
about it, and I thought it was a different plant. And I thought, well, I
Oh,
thought it was a tree, like an other tree, and I went to
yeah.
go dig it up and move it to a bigger pot. And when I did, because I was thinking it was like I thought it was some sort of nut tree that had just dropped,
Mhm.
and then that's when I realized, no, it's an avocado, and I broke it off, and then I just said lots of little prayers over it. Please don't die, and put it in a bigger pot. And I'm on
You
year
got
3 with this avocado.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and Anne says that she's got 4 little trees, but she tried 20 altogether. Okay. That makes me feel much better, Anne. Thank you. And yeah, the compost story, I love compost that grow things. That's DTG says that. Like that some of his strongest pumpkins he's gotten from his
Yeah,
compost pile.
there's so much nutrition in there, so they do
Right.
super, super well. So I learned this morning, the rusted garden, that as soon as peas sprout, they can be put outside during the day and brought in at night until the freezing temperatures end. Oh, well, I wait to put my peas out once the ground is warm because
Yeah.
they don't really like to be transplanted. You're going to grow a lot of corn. I'm hoping to grow a lot of corn this year. And we have Shawnee Gross saying good evening all. And look, yes, as Carol
Yay.
said, look at those pretty flowers that she got for Valentine's.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
pretty
was
with the
You're
just
double
oh,
fisting.
okay. I was just going to say, and it was her anniversary
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the at the
Yeah, they
beginning of
look great.
February. So here's another woman winning.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I told him we didn't plan that very well, did we? And he's like, "Well, we had a purpose for our wedding, and we forgot about Valentine's Day. So, they're
You
so
win
close
win
together."
twice. Did you hear what
Right.
Laura got for Valentine's?
No.
Muck
She
boots and
Okay.
what was the other one?
and baby chicks.
And baby chicks.
Wow.
How did I forget that was the gift? Oh my gosh.
How many
Baby
baby chicks?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah, good
She
group.
got 12
Yeah,
baby chicks right now.
That's amazing.
I
Mhm.
know.
So 4 little trees. That's really great. Welcome
That
back,
is.
Howie. You said 5 minutes. It's been like 3
Oh,
days.
I think he's letting us know that he's been following. That's the dot.
Lurking.
Oh,
Following
Yeah.
along, lurking,
He
doing
went
things,
to
but
a
lurking.
seed exchange today.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
talking
He
about
said it
it.
was really good, and it's like, meh.
Oh,
But like the thing is that we got the wood splitter. Like I phoned one place and I said, "Hey, how much is your wood splitter? It's $100 a day or $400 for the week." And I said, "But you're closed tomorrow." And he says, "Well, you know what? If you take it today, you can bring it back Tuesday, and it'll be $100." And I went, "That's a good deal." And so then I phoned another company, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's long weekend, so we'll give you a really good deal, $170." And I went, "I'll go to the other place." Now the cool thing is, the other one is near where Marissa works. And Marissa's company actually uses this rental place. So she went and called them and said, "Hey, we can't get it. I don't have a tow hitch on my truck." And so she said, "Would you guys mind bringing it over to my company and we'll put it in the bay? Because one of my coworkers will pick it up tomorrow and bring it to our house." And they actually were looking to try to find a way to deliver it. And they said, "Yeah, no problem." And say it was some sort of little, she said it looked like a golf cart, but it was probably a little stronger. But they're just like a few doors down. And so here came this little golf cart with the wood splitter on the back of it, and they backed it in, and so it was like I need to take advantage of having the wood splitter here for the 3
right.
days. So yeah, if you're
That's
getting
great. Green stocks are on sale.
And I
Ooh.
bought one.
You did? What color did you get?
Purple.
Oh, they have
So
purple now.
I got a 5-tier. It's a limited
Yeah.
only purple color.
Show
And
us.
Oh,
so, okay. So
yeah.
it's a
Bring it up. Bring it
5-tier,
up.
and then you
I
get
want one.
a free 3-tier. It's like $100 free. It ends on the
Uh-oh.
17th. And I didn't have the money, but I did it anyways. So don't tell my husband. But I
We
can't wait.
didn't hear a thing. What?
Okay. So
What?
good.
Oh yeah, he doesn't come to my
He
live.
doesn't know about this one. Yeah.
The hidden live. The hidden live, so Shawnee can stay alive.
Because, we're not growing in the ground here at the rental home, so now I have more containers. Ooh, it's right on the... Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I got the...
I love the
I can make
purple
this.
idea.
This is the one I want.
That goes with some of the colors that I want to put out.
See this
Oh,
purple?
yeah. Yeah,
See
it's like a
that?
magenta. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
See, buy the 5. It's sewing so fast. Can I pause it? Does it
I
pause?
love it.
So see, you get the free little one. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
That's
great deal.
coming to my house. Here, if I click
So
shop.
now I wonder, can you just make it taller? They're giving
here's
you
the
3.
colors. Oh, that's a good idea, Carol.
Yeah, are they interchangeable? Yeah.
Okay, so there's Stunning Stone. Is it gonna
Oops, let me
load?
get rid of that. Have you
Because you
dropped
could keep like 2.
I
You could
have
keep.
Stunning
I'm sorry.
Stone ready.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, go ahead.
Keep what? What? No, go ahead.
I was going to say you could be starting in the trays inside and use your other ones and just have one big green stock and swap them out as these. Some of the ones fade. You could just do one big tall one, and you have those others inside for
Here's all the things you
starting.
can grow in it.
Amazing. Potatoes?
Wow.
How do they? Oh, I guess they spread. Can they spread throughout that whole layer
Okay, so
on
it's
your
like
green
a
stuff?
round. You put a lot of dirt in
Like,
this round
is it like
circle.
these where they have that whole
There's a
thing?
huge, yeah, yep.
Okay, that makes sense. But I mean, bigger. These are teeny tiny things
So I
from
don't
Dollar
have
Tree.
wheels for mine. I'd have to like either manually scoot it and turn it, or
Mhm.
just put it in a spot that gets a full circumference of sun.
You can get those wheels at like a big box
I know
store
my hubby can
and
rig some up. Yeah.
yeah, get some really good glue and
Okay, so I didn't get free shipping because I'm already on the email list, but if you're not signed up yet, you could get free shipping too.
oh,
So yeah, I did it.
oh my goodness. It would be so hard not to. That was like me with the books the other night. I'm like, I really should have done. Oops, I did it. But that was my little bit of money that my brother had sent me that I have left.
So the 5 tiers, 30 total
Oh.
planting pockets, each with 10-inch depth.
10 inches, good. Yeah, these, even the ones that are
Do they
larger
ship
than
to
this.
Canada?
I'm just looking, and also it's like, oh, how much was yours?
Oh yeah,
With-
it's like
'cause I paid-
$7,000.
Because I paid shipping, yeah.
No, but
It's
what's
gonna
your
be
base
7.
price? I think it was 100 and
I closed it.
50.
I'm looking in my email now.
It's like 700 for you then, probably in Canada.
Okay, so the 5
Mhm.
tier was 149, and then shipping was 18, and then tax was 14. So I paid 180 total.
So
Oh.
mine starts at 215.
Son of a what?
Yeah, Canadian prices, just like on the books. I remember seeing that when I would go and shop for books, and it'd be
Brutal.
like,
It's
American or
brutal.
Canadian?
But yeah, I mean, you still get one free.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's true. So you get those other layers free too, to where you can make it taller. And
I love it. I'm gonna grow the crap out of it.
No kidding. And it's like they're so pretty.
so wait, how many? It's how many total?
5 plus 3, 8.
So 8. So you could do 2 4 layers too. You could like swatch one out. Like I don't know. I could have fun
I
with
didn't
that.
read if the pocket size is different on the 3 tier, like if it's a 10-inch or a 7-inch. I didn't
True.
read that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Mm.
inch I have on the one I have. I don't remember.
Limited edition.
Yeah, I got
So it's the last day to get the Razzleberry is February 17th.
Yeah,
Ooh,
raspberry is what I got.
Yes.
raspberry. It looks like a raspberry color. Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty. So pretty.
Mhm. Yeah, so $244 for Maureen for the 5 tier. 7
Happy
tier green
Valentine's
stock.
Day to you.
Yeah. There you go. Galentine's for yourself.
Mhm.
He
Oh,
said
I got
yes,
another I did get another gift. I did get another gift. Oh, I got some ice cream yesterday.
Ooh,
But no,
yum.
today I got a set of 60-piece cutlery, or no, 120 pieces of cutlery.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
there like a design on? Is it
Nope, it's just straight
silver?
plain.
Okay.
So, for up until I think for the first, let me think here. I got to think of where, okay, take off 10 years and then maybe another 12. So how many years is that? No, if I take off 12, I don't know. So majority of my life, I've always had mismatched bits and pieces of cutlery, because pieces go missing. Hey, Storms!
Storms, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you
That's right.
safe?
That's
He
right.
needs a boat.
That's
Yeah,
right.
do you
Do
need
you have a
need
boat
help?
nearby?
Oh my
You know.
goodness. Are the cats on the roof? Are they like giving you
Cats
hints
on a
as
cold
to-
tin roof.
That's right. I guess not
Um,
in the rain. They wouldn't do that. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I've never had cutlery, and then my daughter worked at a store called Nude. It was new objects of design or something like that. Anyway, and they were going out of business. They were an Australian company and they weren't going to sell in Canada anymore. So I got this cutlery for very cheap. But for some reason, people love to take a piece of cutlery with them when they go to school or work.
Mhm.
And
They
then
sure
they
do.
bring it back. And
Yep.
they and it was
My
missing.
husband does that.
And it's like, you go, how is it that I have only 4 small spoons? So anyway, I made this big complaint, that my kids, and I buy plastic cutlery for them to take with them. Like, if you're going to school, take a plastic. Here, take these. No. We will take the good things that it's like, this was my very first one I've ever had in my life. So it was about 12 years ago or somewhere in there. And then my brother-in-law, I was, and you complain about these things is like, hey, and also the amount of dishes that are in my kids' rooms. Because again, you have to remember everybody was much younger. And so then my brother-in-law went and bought me a set of cutlery from Costco. And when he presented it was like, there, now you can't complain anymore. And so I have for the last 12 years avoided using any of this cutlery. I will give it to other people, but I will use my nude cutlery because it's like, oh, you were deboning a chicken.
Yep, that'll keep you from typing.
Yes, it will.
And you have to eat the skin with it. It helps tame down some of the sour. You eat the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. And anyway, so I don't use those ones. And this is a brother-in-law that, he literally doesn't speak to me. And, it was a big debacle when my husband passed away. And so it's like, we don't exist to him. So which is fine. Anyway, so all that to say that now it was 2 flats of this beautiful, like just simple design, no fancy stuff on it, just simple, but 2 entire things of cutlery. So I will have full spoons, full forks, full knives, full everything. So it's great. And then there's a second set so that when we have bigger company, I think it's a place setting for 16. So I'll have a place setting for 32.
Wonderful.
And that works great for your family.
It does work great when everybody is here.
Right.
So yes, so that's what I also got for Valentine's Day.
Very nice.
That's so
Very
lovely.
nice.
Yes.
And not the memory of their don't complain anymore. Wipe that out. That statement.
We're taking all that cutlery out. And I said to my son, I said, do you need some cutlery at your place?
There you go.
I've got some old cutlery you can have. So there you go. You can have
some toxic phrased cutlery you can have.
Yeah, and all my kids knew, don't put those for mom's. Don't put those at mom's place setting. Don't do that. No. It's like, well, I'm not going to use those, and I'm allowed to complain about my kids, throwing away my cutlery.
Absolutely. No, I've had things disappear, and then also I've had suddenly serving spoon that doesn't belong to me appear in my drawer, and I'm like, "Hon, where did this come from?" I don't know. Work probably came back with him. He used it for something like his pudding or whatever he had in his lunchbox.
Yeah, and just stole it.
Yeah, just walked home with it. Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
I don't know what it is with some people. Cutlery is like pens at work or something. Like they just bring it home, leave with it.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was
if I throw away cutlery is what I do. So
they do have the plastic that looks like silver. Took me the longest time. I was really impressed. I knew a caterer who had that, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know they did that."
Razzleberries, schnazzleberries. Oh, we're really behind. Wood splitters are amazing, and yes, Shawnee, it is amazing because it was like, and the wood we're doing is called Monkey Puzzle wood, and it takes 3 years to dry. And so he had big, this would be half of what he was putting in there, and he'd do it, and then you just put the handle down, and then move it over.
I told you, it's so much fun.
It's so much fun. What are you talking about? We're not making stuff up.
No coming back. No, you go shopping after this. No, don't leave. Don't leave because YouTube might not let you back. They might put you in the comments. That's what's happened before where I've gotten kicked out.
There.
Oh, you're
So
putting
there
something
is
up.
the razzleberry. I'm just
It's
showing
so
Homestead Aquarius.
pretty. I can't
Oh,
wait
but
to read it.
It's very
yeah.
pretty.
Yes.
If you can open another window, feel free to shop and buy it, but
Yes.
don't shut this window. You might not get back. I'm telling you.
Yes. So these are those. Look at that.
Oh my, you do. Wow.
Yeah, it's in the, what is that thing called? Roaster?
Are you making taro?
Tallow.
Are you doing tallow? Yes, taro. I'm sorry, we were on the roots earlier of taro.
You're in
so
Florida land. Yeah.
yeah, I'm in
Now I'm doing
the
tallow.
Edo. I'm in the Edo
I'm
taro.
just running low. I had to-
Dashin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dashin and taro, by the way, are the same root. I did look it up. So for anybody, yeah.
Mhm.
And if
So
Michelle
yeah, if you're in
watches,
Canada, to get one of these gorgeous
beautiful.
planters, it's 215 big ones there. 215. Woo!
Nice.
Why are they
Marina.
calling it? They've got all prices in Canada, in Canadian. That's nice, but they're calling it Galentine. Galentine's BOGO.
Galentine.
Why? Why? Because
Because they're doing like what Shawnee did. They know their audience. They're like, hey, ladies, why don't you buy this for yourself for Valentine's
But what
Day?
about the boys that want to buy them?
No, they're left out. No, sorry.
So they can't.
Yeah, they can get it, but it's just pitched towards us. They know. They just know.
Mm-hmm.
But-
I would like one. Sigh.
Oh, good. You're still on higher ground. Okay. I'm glad to read that. Even though you were talking to Duncan 1900, that he's still safe. Oh,
That's awesome.
here we go.
Oh, more rendered fat.
I was going to do that too, but yeah, no. I don't know where to go and get grass-fed fat. That's the thing. I need to get some grass-fed fat, and it seems like everybody's going to get grass-fed fat, so I'm not really sure if prices are going to start going up.
So
fat rendering. Do you want to explain that, Maureen?
No.
Okay. It's basically you're putting it in an electric cooker and you're letting it cook down until it becomes a liquid. Is what I understand of fat rendering.
Sorry,
Oops.
I just went that schnazzleberries is all wrong.
She's still stuck on schnazzleberries. I'm
no,
trying to get us down to the bottom. Down
Sorry.
here.
Okay, I'll take my hands off.
We were up there a while ago.
I
lady.
know, I was missing it. I was busy
Oh, I'm sorry.
showing the green stock to Homestead Aquarius. So
I'm having monkey
My
bread. We can go back.
bad.
We can go
My
back.
bad.
We can go back up. We can back up after
monkey
this.
bread grilled cheese sandwich with raw milk. Howie, where do you get your raw milk from, Howie?
Monkey bread? I just want some cinnamon monkey bread and I will be happy. But my stomach won't right now. But I got mine from the farmer's market.
Oh, that's nice. You use your beef tallow. We at our butcher they sell tallow. And so
yeah, I need to still find a butcher.
My son, when he says, so in the morning, he says, I bring out my clean cast iron pan and I put the tallow in there because he's going to cook his eggs. And he says, and I'm just letting it melt. And then he says, and I just use my hands just to roll it around. And then he says, and then I put the towel
on the face, on the hand. Yeah. I have baking grease, so I don't think I'm going to try that. But
Someone was asking
about rendering.
Please.
So I have fat from a cow that I have from the butcher.
Nice.
And I usually have them grind it, but I didn't do the meat order, so I have chunks. And I put it in either a crock pot or like I'm using a roaster pan, so I don't have to watch it on the stove. And you're heating it very slow, less than 250 degrees Fahrenheit for all day. I've had it in there. And then I strain with a sieve the pieces and see how it's still liquidy. It's because this hasn't cooled yet. And I'm out of breath from going up and downstairs. It's going to turn more solid. I could grab one if you need to see it. Really white, solid. And I
believe you.
Good.
Yeah, we do.
I store them in the freezer. until I need a
Mhm.
jar, and then you either keep it in your fridge, or if you're gonna use it, like, I could go through a jar in 3 days, honestly, guys. So it's on my stove. Should
Nice.
go wash my hand and put the fat
So
away.
you use it as your fat of choice, pretty
So
much?
if I'm gonna make eggs, if I'm gonna fry up potatoes, if I'm
Okay.
going to put something in the oven, like a pan of fries and tots, I put a little of that on there.
Mhm.
When we don't have it, I use avocado oil,
Nice. Yeah.
and it just saves the butter. The butter then is
Mhm.
for like butter stuff, you know?
Right.
Mhm.
Like
On the
sometimes I need
sourdough bread.
sometimes I need a butter sandwich, pretty much, with a little salt
Mhm.
on it. It's kind of like that.
Okay, so that is that down, West Saanich Road? If it is,
Ooh.
then I know who that is.
Is that the one that where you got your soil bags from, possibly?
No,
The special
no,
soil? Different one.
no, ours
Okay.
no, we get our soil from Farm to Garden Organics. So,
Right. Okay.
no, I used to buy, the
DC.
milk from this particular person, and we were buying it just to make cheese. But, but what I found was I'd get my 10 gallons of milk, and if I didn't process
Mhm.
it the day I brought it home, it would be sour. So it was
Yeah,
like,
it's not good.
mm,
DC!
"Hey, DCBs, welcome,
It's
welcome."
tallow. It's beef fat. It's beef fat.
Mhm,
I agree. Or beef grease, like what? I guess whichever you want to call it. Oh,
mhm.
chalky. It might be pasteurized too much, or it could be not real milk. I know some of those non-milk, like
Yes.
especially pea protein.
Yeah.
I tried some of that for a creamer and it was so chalky. So
Butter is for
gross.
all. Yes.
Yes! Butter for all. That should be a t-shirt.
Yes, it should. I've got
Yes.
a couple of people when they buy the bread, they'll if they've bought 2 loaves, before they
Mhm.
get home, as they're driving home, they're just taking chunks of the bread and eating it, and then they'll
Yeah,
send me a picture of it going, "It didn't make it all the way home." And it's like, "Did you bring butter for it at least in the
right.
car?"
Oh, look at who popped in the bottom here.
Mark,
Oh,
good to see
good to see you.
you.
It's like the old crew tonight. That's
No
so
kidding.
cool.
It really is.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's but the over pasteurized stuff does have a different taste. And it
Mm.
upsets my stomach. Oops, sorry. What?
We both keep turning it
I
off and
know.
on.
I
Yeah.
know, me too.
Well,
And I
I don't have
know.
warm sourdough bread right now, but I do have fresh baked sourdough bread that I could go get. But really what I want is I want the mini eggs I got for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I've never heard of
Mhm.
milk tasting chalky. There's something unusual about that.
Right. Well, Serena might have a sensitivity to different tastes too.
That's true. Oh, we're sorry for you, Guardian
Yeah.
Warrior.
By the way, Guardian Warrior, I like your hair color in that picture. It's spicy. Cute.
It's kind of like your color.
Yeah, that I had to change a little bit because I went like with a natural one from Whole Foods. I don't like it that much.
Oh,
I'm
maybe
gonna
it
do
has
the
something to
henna.
do with
I'm gonna
yep.
try the henna.
Yeah, we
I'm gonna
do
try the
hennas.
henna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the henna like you guys said.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep, 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 yep.
Yeah, it could be, but I don't think it's fresh raw milk that she didn't say that, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I would love to
Wow.
do that too.
Kentucky
I almost
Goblin.
Hey,
Welcome,
Kentucky.
welcome.
Yeah.
Hello. Good to see you.
I almost bought a soap kit, like a soap cutting with a kit, like all the little things, but I behaved
No,
myself.
she said it was raw cow's milk and it tasted chalky. That's very unusual.
Yeah, it usually
Mm.
tastes very rich for me,
Mhm.
like super rich.
It should not taste chalky unless they've
No.
added, unless whoever was purchasing it, or the person selling it has maybe added water to it or something and making it go a little farther to make a little more money, not trying to say that they're
Right.
being deceitful. Oh, you're waiting in the water. Oh, do you got your
Yikes.
you got your big, what are those things that you wear?
Waiters.
Waders.
The waiters.
Mm-hmm.
So are you fishing, Kentucky Goblin? Like, you can't do that down here because we have gators and crocs that might meet you in the water and bull sharks. But hey, more power to you up there.
Uh-oh, so you got some bad news. Not
Oh,
my bees personally, but
no.
honeybees, generally speaking, for the country, do share.
These-
Oh,
I heard this too. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
dear.
no.
It's
I
bad.
do share about DCBs. I think I told you that last night about your diatomaceous earth that you told us about.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, about people who are getting, what are those bugs? The ones. Praying mantis, how they'll eat bee, too.
Flood warnings all over Kentucky. Oh, Goblin's got his
Yeah.
big girl boots on.
Not just the praying mantis. I was thinking of the dragonflies. Learned that from DCBs. They'll eat bees.
80% loss.
Oh,
Wow, up to 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
that's
good.
not good at all. What are they attributing it to, DC? That is horribly sad about the bees.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's this weird weather, or at least what's causing it to be weird. Zip my lips.
It's a mixture of all the things, but I think the cold. I did.
Yeah,
I
the
just heard about all this.
confusion was. Yeah. Go
Honey
ahead, Shani.
prices honey, she goes, God's desire for me goes, the honey prices are going to skyrocket. I just can't remember. I can't remember where I heard it. And I didn't, when I learn something, I have to like write it down and tell somebody about it for it to stick.
Right.
And I didn't do that right away when I heard that information. So I'm hoping DCBs keeps sharing.
Right. I'm going to have to order some then. I have a place. Well, it's not super local, but it's Florida. I'm going to have to order another jug of it, of the local honey.
Anne's place is starting her day.
Yay. Okay. Well, have a wonderful day, Anne. Hold on. Where are we? I don't know where Diva left off. Okay, the chalky milk. We were, hold on. And now it just skipped. Lovely.
So big girl boots, and then probably
yeah, there it is.
Super cold weather right there.
I'm not there yet. Hold on. I haven't baked bread in years. Okay. Shenshei's talking. Nope. Oh, there's the honeybee bad news. Okay. Yes, we saw the flood warnings. For Kentucky, we were concerned about Barry, and that's what Kentucky Goblin is in his big girl booties for. I mean, boots. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, the super cold. With the spring, too, because it's confusing them as it's confusing the plants. And the plants are getting confused and blooming, and then the cold snap comes and just knocks off all the blooms and kills them. I had that happen with my soursop. Soursop started blooming profusely, and I got so excited, and then we had 2 weeks of that cold weather, and they're all gone. That's so awful. Okay, we did the 80% loss. Tornado warnings, Mississippi and Tennessee right now. Okay.
Yeah. Expires at 11.
Oh, and you're talking large commercials. Looking thousands. Oh, that's horrible. That's just like something how like a dystopian movie starts, or something like that happens.
Right. DCBs, do you have any words of advice for what we can do in our area to take action to help this? You know, is it simply just please plant a strip of flowers this year? Specifically a certain mix? Or, I mean, what do you have for us gardeners?
That's what I was going out to plant more flowers, and I just got stuck with cleanup. Lots and lots of cleanup. But I did get some seeds in.
It's
That will
always
be fun.
good. It's always good to get out there, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm grateful I got out there, but I know I'm going to be I was
Uh,
hula hoeing the crap out of things.
hula hula.
Hula hula hoeing.
Uh,
I'm a
it-
hula ho.
it's great for anybody. I'm sure you all know this, but when you see a rain is coming, go put some seeds out, and that rain will work them in, and they have a really high success rate of germination and everything. Then, if you plant before the rain.
A smoke dome. I have never heard of that. That's interesting. I know for the citrus, they actually used to spray the trees and create like a weird ice, I guess, to protect from the ice. I don't know how they did it. It was really bizarre. And it begins with the almond pollination. So
I
that
do
they
have a
can-
question for Carol when you have a minute.
Okay, ready for that starter seed. Oh, so the beekeepers that we're getting ready for that start to see the problem. That's not good. So it's going to affect the almonds too.
Right.
That's not good. Because all the almond milk, all the things that we make from almonds now, almond cheese, like there's tons of stuff that they're making from almonds. And almond butter, which my son is on. Homestead, plant lots of flowers, lots of pollinators. What were you going to say, Shawnee?
So I have that. Maybe I should just bring it and show you. I have my mulberry cutting.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's going to flower inside my house.
Yep.
Is
That's
it gonna
normal.
make me some fruit, or do I need to touch it and rub it and blow on it?
I'm not really sure because I've never had them sprout inside. I mean, you can do that. You can flick it. I think they're
Okay.
pretty much I think they're pretty much self-pollinating.
Okay.
I've never
Dance around it.
Looked at it today.
Yeah.
It's right where I wanted
dance
it.
around it, buzz your toothbrush around it, like they
Yeah.
say. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I don't
Right.
know. I've never grown them inside, but they are. I found out actually just this year that that's a typical thing for when they take root or get ready. They sprout fruit right away. It's really weird.
Because it's like, I need more seeds.
I-
Produce. I'm trying
Yeah.
to replicate myself. Fruit. Yeah.
How much for the green stock sale I was out? Oh, good. Thank you so
awesome.
much. She's going to now. Boy, that's awesome.
What'd you get color wise?
650. Yeah, people focus a lot on the honeybees, but you're right. Food forest permaculture, there is a multitude of different types of bees. But we do like our honey.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard. Yes. Yes, especially tonight. Words are hard.
They were hard last night too.
Yes, they were hard last night. I think it's just the end of the week for me is hard. Like even tonight, Malachi somehow got a hold of a pen. Like when Theron's home on the weekends, I'm like, okay, it's your turn to kind of watch the crazy things that happen here. And he had a pen and he colored himself a little bit on the legs. And he ate like puzzle pieces that he has. They look like wood. That's one thing I have to say is if you have young children, the wood puzzles are particle board, a lot of them, and covered with like a shellac kind of thing. So when your kid is possibly chewing on that when you're not looking, it can break apart into little pieces. So just be watchful of that. But yeah, he did that and then spilled his milk all over. It was a fun night. So I have week long times like that. So I'm exhausted on the weekend, like mentally really exhausted. You gotta take your big girl boots off. Okay, have a good night, Kentucky Goblin. Be safe.
I'm sorry, Passamaquoddy, but it's I do have it on.
Way.
Yeah, it allows us to make a little bit of money. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, I'm sorry that you're getting hit with commercials.
It's pretty much like you monetize, you must have commercials. It's how YouTube sets it up, Passamaquoddy. Otherwise, you miss the monetization of your live. You miss all that. And it's really AdSense, so we're only getting cents on the dollar from them. So every bit counts. Could end up affecting the price of any pollinator service. Yes, all the fruits and the vegetables that need that pollination. Yep. I will not speak on food control that seems to be going on. I will not. We're seeing a lot of stuff that is very shady right now.
Should I talk about stuff I want to plant in the dirt?
Yeah, let's do that so I don't
Right.
go down that road.
So in this bowl, I have 2 sweet potatoes that I don't know if they've been sprayed to not sprout, but I'm gonna try it. And I'm gonna put it in dirt, Homestead Aquarius. And then
Yes,
I've got, is Duncan here?
do that.
Duncan, I have turmeric and ginger from you. And
Yay!
I saved some of them. And look, they're sprouting. And
Oh, that's
so
Aw,
fabulous.
I need
sweet.
to put them in the dirt. And then here's the ginger nub.
Nice.
So like this is where
I have
the
ginger is
sprout-
gonna go in. Nice.
So for my zone 5A, I have to put things in the house and get them settled in some dirt, and they can't go outside till probably June. And we're gonna put them in some shade because full sun hurts them. I heard. I've never done this before. So yes, she is here.
Oh yeah, she's got a video on how to do it.
So we're gonna do that, and then I do have my celery and onions going, and they're not, they're not as successful as you want them to be. So I'm at the point
Right.
where I should probably put more seeds in,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
rotate the one tray around because it's not getting enough light. And yeah, that's all for now for February.
Yeah.
Well, that's lots.
That's still good for your zone, like you said. You don't want to get stuck with a bunch of stuff just sprouting all over your house either, and not knowing where to put it and tripping all over it.
The
For the
timing is
kids.
super important. I'm going to run out of
Mhm.
space or they're going to get monstrous, and I can't take my life higher. The place I have them, they stay there, and I move the
Right.
trays closer and farther away. But once it gets too tall, I don't have any. What am I going to do?
Yeah, my first
Yeah.
year to grow pole beans, I didn't know that you just wait to sow them outside, and so I had sowed a whole bunch of them in the greenhouse studio, and I, it was back when I was still teaching, 20, 28 students a week, and
Right.
and they were just growing, and I had them going over the curtain rod, and they were actually fruiting, like, so there was like
Right.
beans and whatever. And then it was like, I've got to get these outside, because it was like the more things grew, the less space I was giving to my students. So it was pretty soon where it was like, okay, could you just walk sideways through this little corridor,
Right.
and then
Right.
get the piano, and
Belly
that's
crawl. Belly crawl.
exactly. And so, and then I just went, okay, enough of this. They're so big. Put them outside, and of course, and I did cover them with some roommate cloth,
Cute.
but they all died. And it was like, and I said, oh, they all died. My mom goes, you do know that you just plant beans and peas,
Yeah, just
from
direct
seed
sow.
direct sowing. So,
Yeah.
mhm,
Grow the way nature grows. Yep. Homestead Aquarius. Don't get them started.
mhm.
I have all my micro dwarf cherry tomatoes that I started, which I don't know what month. I want to say it was like September, October in the house, and I still haven't gotten a tomato off of them, and they look bad, and they're taking up space. So we're going to be in a point in March where they're going to just end up in the compost, because part of me is like, keep them going,
Oh
put them in
no.
green stock when it's warm enough outside, and save them, because you spent money on the seeds, right? You've
Yeah.
spent money on the soil and the water and the light, keeping these alive for like, it'll be like 6 months, it feels like at this point. So something's wrong. I think they're too close to the light. I think I need to up feeding them. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Good night, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you
Good
so much for
night.
coming and hanging out.
Well, you know why I'm buying so many things, because I know I'm going to kill a lot of things, so I might as well buy a lot of things just so I feel like I've got stuff left over. Whee!
I do account for that. Yeah.
Mm.
Dark purple.
I'm
Oh,
also just trying to figure out what's going to thrive in my yard, like as far as fruit trees.
yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've done those. Those are pretty awesome. Except for they get confused with my yams sometimes, because my yams are purple.
So for the gnats, I use a product called Konk, Konk. I think I do have a listing for it from my channel, like at the bottom of my things. And you can get it on Amazon, and you get the little dispenser. And this Konk is what they use in restaurants and places where there's food preparation. You just can't have it around raw meat, right? But it's a chrysanthemum base, and so it just does a little, psh, every, 5 minutes or 7 minutes, psh, and that's keeping rid of the soil gnats. Brampton Gardener, she uses soil blocks, and all of her stuff is in her bedroom. She brings a rack into her bedroom, and she said the one year it was like the gnats were everywhere. And so what she does is she puts vermiculite over top of it, and that seems to prevent them. So that's something
I've
else
heard
you
that.
could do. So you could use the Konk, or you could use the vermiculite over your soil. So
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. Think of them as you're mowing or planting or what you're doing in your garden.
yeah.
If it's safe for the honeybees.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Janet, when you said she was mentioning about selling on Facebook Marketplace, I'm finding out that basically the state can come after you. You have to be really careful with plants down here, at least, just in case they decide to, do their thing with lots of control. The Department of Agriculture can come after you for not having the right and proper licensing, because they inspect you, and it's really not that much money. But yeah, they inspect you, and you're supposed to be either a nursery or a person that is basically a broker of plants, of wholesale, where it's just kind of passing through you and you're buying wholesale plants and then you're selling them. But yeah, it's not covered under what's that law? Like the bread is covered.
Cottage.
Thank you. The
Yeah.
cottage law. Plants are not covered on the cottage law.
T-shirts are a different thing too. Might have to do legal stuff for T-shirt selling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, since it's
Really?
like out of my own house versus like
Oh,
for a company.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We just did a t-shirt over there.
Right.
Sell locally out of your house.
We might be moving some things around. Yeah.
There you go. I mean, I would love to write off part of the house for a business, but it's a lot of stuff to think of. But I mean, I see people do it all the time. I was just reading up about, the backyard nursery and things like that I would need to start a little side business. And yeah, they always want their cut. Yeah, exactly. My husband too doesn't. You're setting your mower matters too. A lot of people just whack their soil down to the lowest possible setting so they don't have to do it as often. And then, yeah, you're whacking out all your pollinators for quite a while for those bees. It's also not really good for your soil because, if you want a little patch of grass, because the weeds will come up. Okay, February, March. No, but April, May.
April, May.
April, May.
I'm so done with this cool weather and cold. And today was the first day that I've, in over a week, that I actually left the girls' coop door open. I've been closing it every night just because the temperatures are so cold at night. So.
Right.
So.
Oh, she wants to know how to spell that conch stuff that you use.
KONK. I'm trying to look for the link in your description on a video here.
Yeah, I might have taken it down. I might have taken it away. I'll go grab it.
It says dispenser and spray. Is it go together with conch? Okay.
It's one and the other. Yep, that is the one there.
Okay, I'll put it in here.
Once you get sweet potatoes growing, be sure to keep at least one growing as a house plant through winter. Then you can all make all the slips you want.
But hold
No,
on.
it doesn't work.
Easily.
I kill
Yeah, you
house
got-
plants, Robert. So
Yeah, I just don't kill
Well,
squatter
if the
plants.
soil is warm enough, the sweet potatoes will keep on going. But then you have to take them off and root them in water anyway,
Mm.
so they form roots.
Yeah,
I just
thank
don't have
you.
confidence that I'm going to keep the thing alive.
Very
that
nice.
long. You're very welcome.
You will. You will. It's just a matter too of like, are you putting it on a heat mat so the soil's warm? Because sweet potatoes are something that
I have to use the top of my freezer because no, I don't own a heat mat.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all right.
I would plan
That works. That works
I
too.
do have a question.
Mhm.
Has anybody on the panel or in the chat, have you ever done it where you've taken the avocado pit and put it in some alcohol, let it sit for a few days, and then use that as a spray for pain? Has anybody tried that?
Mm-mm.
It's supposed to be like you spray it on and pain is gone instantly.
I haven't. I've seen it, but I haven't tried it yet because I was like, how does that even work? Like, what is the chemical process there? What did your daughter?
My books.
What did your daughter say about it? Did she say?
I haven't asked her about it, actually, because I just come across it.
I'm just wondering if it's like one of those things from my big fat Greek wedding with the Windex. Look, Windex for everything.
Yeah, this
but
person
no, like
actually, they
what?
actually said, I just tried it and I had something wrong with my
Right.
Can you say it again? You take an avocado pit, you put in alcohol, and I lost you after that.
Oh, and then
You chop it up. Yeah.
Let it
Go
sit
ahead.
for a few days. You can, I think you should be able to get it from the American site too. I can go and grab the link if you want my affiliate link from Amazon.com. I can go grab it. I used to do both, but I think it will still let you, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I didn't try clicking the links to see what it takes me to. Is it
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's supposed to be blended into one. I don't know. What do I know? Really? What do I know? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know nothing.
So now you're spraying the alcohol that's infused with avocado pit. I'm not over
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
it's supposed to be
Yeah.
an instant pain reliever.
Right.
Yeah, right. DCBs. It's an avocado
Good night.
seed tincture then, but it's being
Yeah,
applied
tincture.
topically.
And it doesn't sit
just-
that long. Yeah, it doesn't sit that long.
So
Good
nobody.
night, Howie.
Good night, Howie. Thanks for coming in.
It's very
So
easy
it's
even. I don't know if that's true.
oh.
Are we talking about sweet potatoes or are we talking about the avocado and alcohol?
The sweet potatoes. He's talking
Yeah.
about the sweet potatoes.
Ah.
So early
Okay,
spring
so apparently you cannot buy conch in the US of A.
Okay. Well, do mosquito bits then if you can't get conch.
What's mosquito bits? Somebody else was putting that out there.
It's neem. It's neem crumbles.
BT or
basically.
neem?
Okay.
It's, I think neem. I think it's a neem crumble.
Well, I
But
think if
so
you have
is what
You're just trying to
Rochelle
kill the
said.
larvae. And so once the
Yeah.
larvae have done with their life cycle, you're not continuously putting this on your stuff.
No. But Rochelle's idea is one of the ones I've heard is really good because it somehow suffocates the
Putting
larvae.
the vermiculite on top, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it probably
if your tummy hurts, then yes, drink it for your tummy. If you have big tummy pain.
Yeah. But not rubbing alcohol, please, DCBs.
No.
I think it's rubbing alcohol that they use. So I don't
Actually,
think
they just said any
vodka.
alcohol.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to ask Marissa, and I actually have said you need to come back on so that people can come and ask
Yeah.
you questions about herbs and things like that.
Mhm.
We need
No
to have another
way.
live.
After she sprouted
Oh,
all these avocados, she's allergic.
oopsie.
A lot of people find they're allergic to avocado who are allergic to latex too. It's a latex allergy.
Hmm.
Same family.
So you're
Some
making an
people have
avocado seed tincture. Yes,
yeah.
that's. I finally got my heater working. The last night I was just freezing in here. My little portable heater that's under the table here. It's like,
Yes, almost something. You chop it up.
I don't know that. Like she didn't say you chop it up. Let me
You
just.
do.
Okay.
You do. You can check it, but yes, you do. Chop it up and then you put it in like a tincture. How the heck are you going to get a whole? That's like it. How are you going to get that in a spray bottle? A whole avocado. That's a small avocado pit or a big mouth spray bottle. That's like huge. Huge. It's
Yes.
huge.
You
But
just
yeah, I
put it
think
in
it
a
is.
mason jar, and they
Yeah,
seal
they're
stuff
putting it
that
in.
goes on top of.
They're
Sorry.
putting it in. Avocado seeds are rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, making them an excellent natural remedy for reducing inflammation associated with arthritis. These seeds contain catechins and procyanidins, which are known to alleviate swelling and pain. You need one avocado seed, vodka or other high-proof alcohol for extraction, a clean jar with a lid to prepare.
Okay.
Start by washing your avocado seeds, remove any remaining fruit flesh, allow it to dry, then finally grate or chop it into small pieces to increase the surface area. Maceration. Place the chopped or grated avocado seed into the jar, pour enough vodka over it to completely cover the seed material. The alcohol acts as a solvent to extract the active compounds from the avocado seeds. Seal and store. Close the jar tightly and store in a cool, dark place. Let the mixture sit for at least 2 weeks to a month. Shaking the jar gently every few days to mix the contents. Strain it and put it through a fine mesh sieve or cheesecloth into a clean jar or bottle. Press or squeeze the seed material to extract as much liquid as possible. Usage for arthritis pain. Use a small amount of the tincture by applying it directly to the affected area and gently massage it in. You can also dilute a few drops in water and take it orally, but consult with a healthcare provider before ingestion to ensure safety.
Yep, you can do it. The Everclear or the vodka, like Maureen said, either.
Yep. Interesting.
It is interesting. I've seen them also use mango pits like in oil to make mango oil, like an infusion, which was kind of interesting. Not for pain, but to make a mango butter. Yeah, isn't that? It's just some people, and they relate it to the latex. There's some kind of latex, like thing.
I love avocado.
Me too.
Like I'll just eat it cut it in half, sprinkle a little salt, and just eat it with a spoon.
I will peel it and eat it like an apple with my slap your mama on it. Like hold it with a little bit of peel and just eat it. Oh, it is. Is it the BT? Okay, I was wrong.
Do your own research. It's controversial, and like I said, it's not like you're applying it over and over and over again. It's just to wipe out the larvae. And don't overwater and have a fan and use sticky traps and do your best.
Maybe I'm thinking of a mosquito dunk that's made out of neem.
Yeah, I've got mosquito dunks.
I would think, though, they would be the same.
Well, my husband is always in pain, so I guess I'll look into this thing.
Yeah. Well, they even say dietary incorporation of avocado seed.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
share how avocado seeds can be an excellent addition to your diet, possibly bringing benefits for joint health due to their antioxidant and fiber content. And so they're going to do you through some recipes. So integrating it, incorporate avocado seeds into your diet requires a bit of preparation as the seed needs to be processed into a usable form. First, I extract the seed from the fruit, thoroughly wash it. Then I dry the seed in a sunny spot or an oven on low temp until it's completely dehydrated. Once dry, I grind the seed into a fine powder using a high-powered blender or coffee grinder. So you could put it in some guacamole, add a teaspoon of avocado seed powder to your guacamole for extra boost of nutrients. On salads, just sprinkle the powder on the salad to enrich them with antioxidants. Throw it into a smoothie.
I miss that they roast it, or they just do it raw.
No, they dehydrate it completely and then they grind it.
Okay, so they're roasting
dry it in the
really
sunshine.
low.
Yeah, dry it in the sunshine, or do it in a dehydration, and just throw it into. So they've got some recipes. So yeah, there's lots of. Actually, I'll just grab this link and I will put it into the chat so you guys can grab a hold of it and read it at your leisure later.
No, avocado seeds aren't toxic unless you're giving it to a dog.
That's I thought that they were toxic. I know my chickens can't have them.
Yeah, for animals they're toxic, but especially dogs cannot have avocado anything.
Yeah, the chickens can have the flesh, but they can't have the seed.
Yeah, I thought it was 70 and up, but it's probably 100 proof, like you said. Almost homesteading.
Yeah.
Just like I didn't remember that that's BT, but that makes more sense because it's like little wormies. Wait, no. That is a peach. Yeah. But even with nectarines, you can have a couple of those seeds. And in fact, if you get amaretto cookies, you'll notice in the ingredients that they too will use nectarine seeds. Instead of having to pay for almonds, they will like cut it with nectarine seeds. So they're not as toxic as, people say they are. In fact, they have something in them that they believe is anti-cancer. Oh, I'm sorry, Gardening Warrior. I know what that's like.
Yeah, I think I would like to. I'd like to try the avocado pit for some of my joint issues.
Yeah, I'd like to know if it really works. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a cheaper solution than going to the doctor. That's for sure. Yeah, DCBs. I heard something interesting the other day about the Africanized bees, that they were using them in a study for people with Lyme disease, and people with Lyme disease were like getting cured. But it was like structured, and it happened to some lady by accident. She thought she was dying. She didn't realize it was really bad Lyme, I guess, that they never treated. She went for a walk because she went to go and die at this like Airbnb, like just die there. And she's like, I'm not dying. This is weird. Why am I not dying? So she went outside for a walk, and suddenly Africanized bees, she got attacked by them. And she's like, okay, so I guess this is the way I die. Nope. It didn't kill her. And then she noticed her symptoms suddenly getting better and better and better. And then that's when she found out about the study. Yeah, I have a carnivorous plant that I got at the sale. I forgot to mention that last night. I forget the name of it right now. It's a pitcher type of plant where they hang down the pitchers down below the plant. And it almost looks like it has a little trap door. Do you know it did take down the mosquito population on my back patio?
Wow.
There is far less bugs. It really did do its job.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, I love my spiders too. I have them as long as I don't walk into their little
I know that one that you just about You just about clotheslined yourself with.
Mm-hmm. And it was huge.
And it was big. It was bad. Mm. Mhm.
A friend of mine that wants a bunch of.
Apathy.
Oh, apitherapy, bee therapy. So you can still use the stingers, I guess, because they don't fall off if they're dying of whatever causes other than stinging people. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Cross long distance. Yeah, the World Wide Web. That's a good one. The World Wide Web that you do a dance if you walk into. Anti-cancer too. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, you didn't see that one? Yeah, it was in one of those short feeds. Hi, Tibor. Welcome in.
Oh, hello, Tibor. Welcome,
See
welcome.
you. Sean, you must have been in the all black down there when you came in. What do you call this queen? Given a honey to do this. I just found out DC Beats how the queens will go way above the hive with a bunch of drones and mate with them, and then she stores their special sauce for years, like for 3 to 5 her life long. She stores them and puts out the colony that way, like produces the worker bees and the drones. And if somehow she doesn't, this is what was confusing to me. If she doesn't mate when she does that big fly up to, the drone gathering, she will only produce drones, and then eventually the hive will off her and get a new queen. Yeah, and medical they are. Yep, for wound healing and things like that. Yeah, mosquito bits are the same. Like what Shawnee was talking about, they have BT in them. The AI called it BTI. I'm like, BTI? What's the difference? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, I did catch a rat in my live trap. Probably the
Yay.
biggest one I've ever seen.
Oh.
And like that I've caught. Like I usually just catch ones, usually this big. There's been the odd one, but this one is like he's like fat this way, and it was starting to rain, and so the chickens all gathered under the stairs, and I went, I think I see extra fuzz in there, and so once everybody was settled later, just before I came in, I put the girls to bed, I saw it there, but it's a trap that it's got this kind of thing on it, and then when they walk in, then it flips back up. Well, he was here, and so there were ways for people to come in. There's no food in there, anyway, I shook him. I was like, it's too dark for me to deal with this, and also there still is the other rat pelts from like 3 years ago still in there that I haven't cleaned out yet, and so it's like, job tomorrow is we're gonna go and open up the live trap, but it even had some mice in it, so it's like, yes,
yay, that's awesome.
Yes.
How big is this trap that it caught? Multiple.
It's like that.
Oh, okay.
Like it'll fit a skunk.
It's flat like this and like that, and I've the most I've caught in there was 11.
And sounds like the Squirrelinator. Have you ever seen the?
What it was is there was 2 in there, and it like I had it in a different location at this point, and I would walk by it and I go, oh yeah, because I always have stuff over top of it so it looks, inconspicuous, and I can see, oh yeah, I've got to deal with those, and then I'd walk back and I'd keep forgetting. So 2 days later, I come back and there was 9 little ones. So I think the babies went, our parents have not come back. We should go find them. And so there was 11 in there, 2 big ones, and then all sorts of different sizes of 9 babies. And so that was again,
what do you
like
do?
about 3 years.
Rat pelts. She's going to sell rat pelts as a side gig, as another
Versus
money funnel.
Yes.
coin change.
So cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was again, it was like I gave up with this trap and was using the snap traps. And because I just again I have stuff over top of it and I go, I could see some fuzz, but I thought it was just some bunny fuzz that had gotten caught in there. So I thought I haven't caught anything. It's like I'm done with this thing. And then just left it there for I don't know, a year and a half. And I thought I gotta clean that up and I'm gonna put it over to the side. I'm not using it. And as I took it out, there were these rat pelts all dried, and the head is still attached. And I went, oh, I guess I caught a whole bunch in here, but just didn't realize it. So, but anyway, yeah. So we are at 2.5 hours, and I think I should be calling it a night. And we've had just some great
Convos,
chats and
yeah.
information. I didn't have a whole lot that I was planning on talking about, but it's like it's great when we all can, share each other's wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that. I'm not going for 3. I meant to actually only do like an hour and a little bit, so then it would be something that would be, decent for the replay. But when people see 2.5 hours, they're like, I do not have 2.5 hours to listen to Maureen about whatever. But anyway, it has been who stops short of 3 hours? It's not short of 3 hours. It's 2 hours and 35 minutes. There's still another 55 or 50. No, it's not 55. It's 25, 20 minutes, 20. I don't know.
Yeah, 25. You got it.
Thank you.
That's
25 minutes.
You mathed. Yep, you mathed it.
25 minutes. And it'll take us 25 minutes just to say goodbye.
Well, that's right. The Southern goodbyes take that long.
It takes that long. So I'll get the 3. I'll get the 3 hours in there. So Ian, thank you, DC, for sharing all that knowledge. And, and I know, and I want to encourage everybody to be paying attention to what we are doing going through the coming year and to share it with other people, because you'd be surprised at how many people go, I'm just going to put Roundup on all my plants because and you go, do you know how many miles that Roundup is going to affect?
Right. Well, even if you're spraying a ton of neem can still damage bees too.
Yep.
Even our organic sprays can still damage the bees. So we have to be mindful.
Yes.
Set up ecosystems that kind of self-monitor, like Shawnee was talking about, bringing in those plants that have the bugs that will eat the bad bugs, the beneficials.
Yep. Well, and growing out the box, a lot of his stuff that he does is he's spraying whey. Like I know that's more to stop the mildew, but the thing is that the stronger what we learned, the stronger your plant is, the more resistant it is to the pests. So if we strengthen the plants, then it's like it's going to the bugs will attack weak plants.
Right. You got it, Andrew. Good to see you, and I'm sorry about your son. Keep praying, hon.
Oh.
He's more on before.
Yeah, we really dug into the plant's immune system over at Shawnee Grows on a live stream. Which one was that, guys? We were talking about the rhizophagy, which was probably in the regenerative agriculture one, about
I think so.
More resilient food systems is probably the live stream.
Can you share that link with us so that people can know where to go? And if there is somebody, I know we've had a myriad of people in and out, but if there is somebody that you've never known before, I would really encourage you to go check out their channel and spend a little time there and get to know, and just to help to grow our community just a little farther. To me, I feel that's super important. My first year of being on YouTube, I was just all by myself, and I didn't know that there was this world of people who would stay up late at night and kibitz and talk and encourage one another. And it's like, here I end up in this, probably one of the best communities out there, and have made, lifelong friends. So oh dear, heavy downpour.
Stay safe.
In Kentucky.
DC, you should start selling those on Etsy though. What you guys were talking about then, your bees that you have that have the stingers intact, and maybe call them therapeutic bees or something. But you should maybe sell some of them in vials because I bet people would buy them who have arthritis who want to try it and see if it'll help like their arthritis in their hands and or who have Lyme. I wouldn't mind trying it to see if, it would react with whatever is going on with me that they call fibro. So I'd be curious because I did have a bullseye, but it was different on my arm before all this started. Praise for the low tonight.
The more
you
grow.
Like the after school specials, the commercial.
Exactly.
I am going live tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Yes, that's right.
And
Barry
Monday.
not.
Monday's
Monday?
a holiday. I don't have to work Monday, so probably Sunday and Monday come over to Shawnee Grows. I'm not going to tell you what the topic is, but
well, if we go to your channel, we'll be able to see the.
I didn't do it yet.
But in the next few hours, like tomorrow, we could look and we could see what the topic's going to be. Could you give us a hint?
Oh, you want it to be that far ahead? Usually, I'm like 30 minutes before I then I
Same.
stick it in there.
Same.
Well, nope.
Nope, you have to come and find out. Plus, we go and hang out with Shawnee anyway. That's all. It's fun hanging out with Shawnee.
The all hanging question of what time. Well,
Yeah.
I'm shooting for after 9 p.m. Central.
Yes,
I think
after
that's when I
children might
have a minute.
Yeah. That's
And the replays are available forever. And I know you guys want to be there live. And I'm sorry, I'm not that
committed to putting times.
Right.
No,
Well,
but
too,
the
it
thing is,
always-
okay, so here's the thing. You go, if you're not already
Mhm.
subscribed to Shawnee, you go to her site, subscribe to her, ring the notification bell. And
There
that
you
way,
go.
when she does go live, you'll get the 30 minutes before. It'll say Shawnee's going to go live in 30 minutes. So then you can tidy up whatever you're doing in your life in the next 30 minutes. And then you can be there and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Okay, Storm.
Okay, so Storms is doing every other Sunday now.
I understand. Sometimes life is just that way. So after 10 p.m. my time, 9 p.m. Central,
You
children
guys
should
have
be in
insider
bed.
information here.
There you
We
go.
have no
Yeah.
insider information. We just know you're gonna have one. That's
Should
all.
I show you I can show you the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. Woohoo.
Your computer doesn't give you any notices?
Well, try your phone. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
You have to also put the solid bell to get a better chance of
Yeah.
getting it.
Okay, I'm gonna share this. Don't click the end button yet.
No.
We're
And-
waiting. We're waiting. I know. We're waiting with bated breath.
Okay, on the basement. There's your
Okay.
blip. There's your hint,
I see
guys.
it.
think
I
it's-
see it.
Woohoo.
Oh.
Oh, cool. I know what that's about. What I'm about to put in my garden.
Very
I can get tips
good.
from you.
I'm gonna do my best.
Are you going to sleep, Homestead Aquarius?
Zzz.
We still have, another, I don't know, 28 or no, I don't know. I can't math backwards. Jeepers. I have 27. 27. Write this down. Make a little
Make a
note.
little note.
Sing a little song. It just sounded like it should be.
It's right. Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, that's the craziest Southern goodbye I've ever seen Homestead Aquarius do.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Alaska.
Yeah, because tomorrow's
Oh, good.
tomorrow's Monday. Today's tomorrow's
Yeah.
Sunday. Tomorrow you said they were coming home. Yeah.
Well, I hope their flights go well.
Mm.
Oh, you're on
Or
a
the flight. Yeah. Fingers don't work on this tablet well. Well, I love it when my, body will just hit that emoji in Messenger and I don't mean to. It's like, especially when you're in like those, big groups where it's like, say, a seed saving group or something, and it's just like you don't really know the people in the messenger groups, and then suddenly you're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "No, I didn't do that. I'm not saying hello to everyone. Just reading."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yep.
Or my friends, call, or she texts me and she says, "Hey, are you available for a call?" Because she calls me, because my calling out, costs. It doesn't
Mhm.
cost her. And for some reason, I hit the microphone button. And so the first 5 minutes of the conversation is all being written in the text. And I have to go back and delete while I'm talking to her. It's like, oh my gosh, everything I've just said to her is all in this. And it would start going fast and then it go back to being slow. So I'd take my finger off, start it again. And then I thought, well, maybe I can highlight it and delete it. But it's like, it was just awkward because again, it's on my phone.
Yeah.
And so I get
Right.
some of it highlighted and then it would jump and it would like, no, cut it out, delete. 5 minutes
Oh
of
no.
my monologue. It was
Oh
perfect.
no.
Mm.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. They believe
Oh,
that they're lucky. That's neat, Andrew.
nice.
Hopefully so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, snow is definitely better than ice and cold weather. Yep. I
Mm.
know. Cute foxes. They are so cute. There's
I
that
want
link.
no ice or no snow. Neither.
Yeah. Nope.
Zero. Just warm.
I thought we were friends.
Because she's a snow lover.
Yeah, she's a total snow lover.
No, I
She's
got my
like,
shovel out yesterday. It was great.
Ooh.
I have a nice
No,
big shovel.
no
so see,
thanks.
she was blessing you, Storms. It wasn't anything negative. She was blessed. Oh, may you be blessed with snow. I love it. And everybody else is like, no, that's so
Everyone else is
cute.
getting the good like couple feet and stuff. I just had 2
Right.
inches.
California got it. They got it all, and it just didn't make it over there.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah.
They just
The
took it.
Andes Mountains, after it was like no more moisture, and then it was like, oh, we're going by Minnesota, and then it sucked up a bunch of moisture, and then it's like, here, East Coast, bam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't win. I would hate to see how much snow all that rain would make.
It'd be
Mm.
massive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the conversion for that is, yeah.
brutal.
Right.
Brutal.
Icebergs. Have you seen people who they're going through and knocking down snowmen with their cars? So people have started to use like cement things inside the snowmen so people do not come up because they're trespassing onto people's property and being smart alecky and knocking down their snowman with a car. They're
You're
like,
right.
okay. So they're like, we'll fix you. And yeah, they're putting things that will dent the cars inside the snowman. And I was like, wow, you all in the north, like in the snowpocalypse, are wild. We just
Wow.
have gators down here. It's no big deal. Like you have like vengeful snowmen. That's so crazy, Miss Sharon. I didn't realize it was so volatile with weather in your area when I was kind of looking and checking that area out. I'm so glad to know you, to know what is actually really going on rather than like reading articles and things like that. That's what I love about YouTube too,
Yeah.
is getting to know what, people experience.
Yeah, because it could be something depending on what the MEIDA puts out there.
Mhm.
But it's like you actually need to speak to someone and go, it is because it'd be like, oh,
Right.
there was warnings in Kentucky, and but so far nothing has come about it. But we're
Right.
talking to people in Kentucky right now who are experiencing.
Yeah, you just exactly to
Mm,
get the 411 on the real thing. Can
Mhm.
we even say that anymore? Is there a 411 anymore?
Yep.
Is there? Okay.
Yep. You can still 411 on your phone.
Okay.
I don't know if you can call 411.
That's
I
what I
don't know.
meant. Can you
It's
Yeah.
call 411?
It's
It's
probably an app
211.
now, Carol.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's not like it used to be. Right.
Mm.
Oh, that's yeah. I hope it gets better, Storms.
Mhm.
It's probably you, Serena. I don't know if you like to do this or not, but get some saline rinse and rinse your nose out just in case it's early allergies.
No,
There's
no,
a
she
lot.
came in saying that she was sick.
Yeah, she
And
didn't feel well. But I mean, to cleanse her sinuses, sometimes you
absolutely.
find out it's not a cold, but it's allergies that are going nuts because you
Yes,
got some
exactly.
dust or something stuck up there.
Mhm.
It might save you from getting like, because she didn't know she was contagious, but she was staying away from her roommate because her roommate has MS. So she was very thoughtful.
Mhm.
Negatives. Ew, no negatives like that. No.
Our high next week is -2. Our high
Oh,
is -2. Yeah.
that's
It won't last.
crazy.
And then it'll be 40 the week after.
Mm.
I think we're getting down to 69 was the lowest I saw. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I hate saying it because I was like, fine, rub it in.
Poor thing.
I know, you poor girl down there. 69.
Mm.
So low. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, no, wait. There's 67. It is getting lower now. Yeah, it's 50. The lowest will be 55 on Monday. But we're still going up to 73 during the day. Tomorrow. Oh, today they said the high was 86. No, today is tomorrow. It is yeah, here it's already Sunday. So today I get to go up into 86, and I was going to do some more work outside so I can sweat like I did today. Right.
That's why I like
you
shoveling in the winter because there's no gardening. I need something to physically do.
Right. Yeah.
I have to
That
shovel.
makes sense. That makes sense. If I was younger, I'd probably feel the same way.
What about just snuggling under a blanket
I've done a lot of that with cake. Yeah.
with cake?
With cake. Yep. I hear that. My cake's all gone already, but it was only like this big, my Valentine's cake piece, because it was gluten free to justify it supposedly being healthier.
Yeah, Marissa made some sort of this orange cake, and it's made with phyllo pastry. It's a Greek dessert,
Oh.
but it comes out as
Interesting.
like cake. Like you crumble you dry out the phyllo pastry, crumble it. She boils the oranges. It's a long process, but it is simple. And then she just throws everything into the blender, puts it into the thing, and then drizzles some whatever her orange syrup is over top. And so she took that into work, a big pan of it for the plumbers, and then she made a second one for those of us that she loves.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was
So
nice.
tasty.
It was
coming to my house. Oh, yeah. I wish I could share our weather for those who need to warm up. For sure. It'll feel good on my bones, Duncan. Like I like getting in the car and feeling that seat, but I don't like getting in the car and not being able to breathe. There's a trade-off. Feels good on the muscles. Stop your breathing. I don't know. But
yes.
what are you doing over there? Essential oiling?
Well, yeah, I was
yourself?
trying to see if there was any Envision in here because it's like I'm not seeing that I can get any. It was like,
I just
as soon as I turned the fan on, then I started to cough. So I know that there's some dust, and I don't feel like putting on. Yeah, I didn't want to put on peppermint, but that's because that's what I have.
I know. I just ordered more, but that's because I'm in this room, and anytime I have that same thing with the dust, but mine is gone. Like whatever is left.
You were talking about it last night.
Yep. I love this stuff.
Mike. Mike is
I
not happy
shoveled
with
today.
you, Shawnee.
He got more snow than me. I wanted your snow, Mike.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
back
Keep the
hurts.
seat. Put the windows down, Miss Sharon. But then that's like the humidity. You know, it's Florida. Humidity in the car and outside is about the same, so you're not breathing. But it feels great on your back. Oh, your back hurts. Yeah, I hear you. I hula hoed my back into some pain today too. And also picking weeds. Oh my gosh. It's like, I almost feel like it's just a lost cause because I will pull them and I won't be back out like maybe in a couple days because something will come up and then they're there again. And it's just like, come on, just stop it.
I
Stop
mostly just
mocking
leave
me.
them. I just leave them.
Yeah. But we have pavers and I just want my paver patio not to look like that. And I don't want my husband spraying anything on them. I want to make the vinegar solution, but last time I did it with the really concentrated vinegar, it still was like, no. Only a few of us will die, but the rest of us, no. Yeah. There's some stubborn weeds.
Yeah. Well, I know with the bindweed, because the network can go 15 feet, whichever direction.
Right.
So you're just, it's like, it almost means that I've got to be out there every 4 days. As soon as I
Horrible.
see new green, I got to, so.
That's awful.
Yeah, again, it's these things that I go, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make those, I'm going to make salsa boxes and I'm going to make salsa planters and I'm going to also kill all the weeds with the vinegar solution this year.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not going to do any of those things, Maureen. Just shut up.
Right?
I have
Right?
two jugs of high concentrate, like 75%, like vinegar. I never cracked
Right.
any of them open. They're still sealed. Because I was like,
I-
yeah, I'm gonna.
Right. I cracked mine open, put it in. I have this cool little bottle that has like that. It's like an angled little squirter to get into the cracks. Well, I left it outside and somebody kept walking by it, giving it a little squeeze, and it was sitting in my metal planter. So when I went out to grab it, it's now empty. And I'm like, what? Did it evaporate? No. Almost ate through the bottom of the new. It's new. I haven't used it. I've just stored things in this metal rolling elevated bed, basically. It's a little, disappointing. Plus, right next to it was bubbles that also seemed to have been squeezed. So I was like, yes, this is fantastic. Like, how did I not know as a mom to put that up higher? Thank God he didn't spray it in his face. You grow lots of mustard, William. What? Yes.
The biofumigant.
Yeah. Biofumigant is a great word. Great word. But I have used it, and that's why I got it. Big bag of it. It's the Back to Roots. It was actually at Wally World. They have bags of cover crops there. They have the red clover. They have that, and I forget what the other one was. They have the mustard and one other one. Yeah. You watch so many channels. I don't have time. I barely keep up with the people like, when Maureen and Shawnee are putting out stuff, and even Storms. I'm behind on Storms. Like, I want to keep up with my friends first, and then, unless I'm looking up something specific
to learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We have just over 2 minutes. For all of you that wanted that extra 25 minutes, you got that extra 25 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me, because I also, have those extra 25 minutes, and then I get to make, an extra, 0.003 cents. So but you know what? If you get enough of those 0.003 cents, it does add up. And I appreciate it adding up. And I appreciate all of you coming and hanging out this evening. Thank you, of course, to Shawnee Groves for coming and hanging out with us. She will be live tomorrow night with her Gerber daisies or Gabira daisies. And she will also be live on Monday. And of
Mhm.
course, thank you to Laura from Home
Hedgehog
Hedgehog
Homestead.
Homestead for coming up and hanging out with us. And of course, to my co-host Carol, South Florida Sunshine.
Always a
So
pleasure.
be good to one another. And like I said earlier, go and check out each other's channels and
Yeah.
get to know one another a little bit more. And let's just build our community just that much more. Good night.
Night.
It's 2:59 and 36 seconds. Wait, we're not going yet.
Oh, got a few more seconds. Thank you, Miss Sharon.
Oh, yes. And
Appreciate
thank you,
you
Miss Sharon, for always being the best moderator and, of course, for being part
Mhm.
of Diva in the Dirt community. I really do appreciate you.
Yay.
We are at 5 seconds to go. Good night. God bless. Have a great week.